Hello, hello, hello. It is time for some Arknights. Today, at 10 a.m. UTC -7, a little bit of maintenance was done. And it added two, not one, but two things to Arknights today. Or yesterday, depending on your time zones. But it added a new event called Lingering Echoes, which I'm very, very excited to go and try out. Seems very, very interesting. Don't know too much about it, but it's cool. That's for all events. And we also have Stationary Security Service, which introduces module upgrades. Most modules that we've seen don't really do much, with a couple select exceptions. Ones like the Merchant module, which makes them only consume 2 DP instead of 3, that's a pretty significant change. But most other ones that I could think of don't do much. It's a slight increase to attack, it's a slight betterment of a talent, it's a slightly lower DP cost. It makes it so I believe its chargers will go and fully refund all DP upon retreat. Stuff like that. Nothing too terribly huge, nothing game-changing. But some of this stuff is crazy good. Some of these upgrades are pretty nice. I kind of want to go and look through some of them. Not gonna lie, I've looked through a couple of them already because when doing some daily grinding and stuff like that, it forced me. I'm sorry. Yes, we're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna do some Lingering Echoes, and then maybe we'll do some Stationary Security Service. It's a lot to get through in one singular stream, but I'm gonna see what we can do. I have no idea if Lingering Echoes has that much of a story or not. Based on Stultifera Navis, the previous event, I'm going to assume this one's more along the lines of what's it, the special records, where it's no story that actually goes on in the battles, and it's all just read at your own pace sort of thing. You can choose to unlock the story. Yeah, a lot is going on. And I'm going to go ahead and switch over now so we can take a look at this. So let me go ahead and stop the music. And then turn this on. And then hop over to here. There you go. I have been saving up quite a bit. There have been no banners that particularly interested me. I wanted to grab Mizuki, but I went to 10 pulls and then decided, you know what? Never mind, it's not worth it. And most of those pulls were free because of headhunting certificates and stuff like that. So, we have some new operators. And I want to test them out first. The big one is, I'm going to hope that I pronounce this right, Ebenholz. Mystic Caster. Hits like a truck as far as I understand. Go ahead and take a look at the E2 preview. Hits like a friggin' truck, with over 1,000 attack, and is specifically designed for boss shredders. Just to shred bosses. Which to me seems really cool. So we're gonna pull for that. But also, I don't know, let's see, who else was in here? Blue Poison. Okay, I was going to say, I know Hibiscus Altar, I don't really know what the shortened version of this. It's real easy when they just have a couple of syllables. Like Scalter is real easy to say. Spalter is real easy to say. Hibiscus is not that easy to add altar anywhere in there. I leave it to the community to tell me that. Who knows, maybe we can get a max pot blue poison. I'd hopefully go and get a hibiscus altar, and of course, an even holes. I don't know how much I'm going to spend here. I definitely have quite a bit available. I know for sure I'll just do a 10 headhunting roll like right now. Let's just go ahead and do it. And we'll see what we get for our guarantee. Who knows? Is there a glow? Nope. Okay, it's only a 5-star. I don't think there was any 3 stars or 4 stars added to this, right?
My name is Plume, formerly of Pontifica Cohors Lateran. I will be your sword and your...
Pretty sure I only saw that there was 2 5-stars and a 6-star added. I'm pretty sure.
Frostleaf, former mercenary. From now on, I'm your operator.
Oh yes, a bunch of English voices were added. I know that much. And then here we go.
You're the best tactician on Rhodes Island?
Of course it is. Of course it is. Also, apparently, new English voice for her. All right, let's pull another one. Nope. We got hibiscus, but not hibiscus altar. Come on, man. All right, one more. We won't dip into our OP right now, but we'll do one more. We'll do one more. One more temple. One more. Oh. Okay, no 6 stars. 4 5-stars? 4?
What's wrong? Your face is beet red. That's just how it...
Isn't it only like a... Okay, hold on. How low is the freaking chance? The poison? There's an extra poison pot. A 3-star. There's another 5-star. Hibiscus!
Doctor, I know my last field assignment took longer than usual, but don't look at me like you don't recognize me. Medic Operator Hibiscus, reporting in.
Now, if I recall correctly, she is a whole new kind of pharmacist, so that makes me very, very happy, and I'm really excited to at least take a look at her abilities. Hopefully, these next couple 5-stars in this exact 10 pull, the game has decided to grace me with. Hopefully, they are extra potential duplicates, whatever other things you want to call multiple pulls of the same character. Yes! All right, it's a double coin toss.
I know my last field assignment took longer than usual.
You're the best tactician.
And then it's another Black Knight. Why is it always Black Knight?
I'm Black Knight. And
Okay, we got 2 of them though. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Okay. What are we doing? Go into here. Yes. 4. Only 4. Oh, because alternate operator task. I understand. What? I've already seen that. I don't need to see it again. You have an extra potential. I do really like the UI changes. I will say that. I don't think I mentioned it yet, but I do really like the UI changes. I think it just looks a lot cleaner. Everything seems just smoother, stuff like that. It's nice. Incantation Medic. Attack, steal arch damage, and heal the HP of an ally within attack range for 50% of the damage dealt. That is nice. That seems pretty darn nice to me. I don't know about anybody else, but that seems pretty good to me. Dusk and Dawn is unlocked at 1. No module currently available. Here, I'll take 1 less DP cost. And then, of course, the amazing voice actors. And then apparently there's already a story out. I don't think this is going to tell me much. Yeah. It's hibiscus. That's all it is. Okay. Do I have the materials? Possibly. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. So it just automatically calculates now. Huh. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I guess it makes my life easier. Oh, and then you can go and you can modify it from there. So if I want to get up there solely with these, to make my life a little easier. Oh, it no longer caps it out. Okay. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Do that.
Everyone's taking charge of themselves now. That's nice to see.
E1!
I'm suddenly reminded of my time in A1. Training with everybody. Everyone's matured so much now. I'll keep up the effort for all we've been through.
Alternate operator task is... Oh, I suppose I haven't really touched hibiscus. Would be hibiscus normal? Is that what that would be? I almost said hibiscus healer, but they're both healers. They're both medics. Just different branches. I don't know. Okay, let's see. How high can I go up here? Max is 67. That takes all that. Okay. That's fine. We'll just take a look at abilities. Attacks. Ooh. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Attacks inflict 6% arts fragility to the target for the next 5 seconds. Ooh. Ooh. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Standard attack up, and then Nurturing Touch reduces the movement speed of 2 enemies within range by 25% and deals 90% arts damage to them per second for 8 seconds. Of course, this needs to be upgraded. What? I don't have any of those? Okay, whatever. That's fine. We'll leave it at that. It doesn't need to be done right now. 130% attack is arch damage to them per second. Dang. How do I set the default? Okay, there we go. Okay, like I said, I like the UI, but I haven't messed with it so much. So some things are a wee bit weird. Don't judge. Wait, what do I need to get you to? I need to get you to E2. Okay. So that's not happening right now. That's fine though. Newly hired. You can get rid of that marker now. Okay. Next thing to look at. Characters like Mostima. Take a look at this upgrade. So, without this, it's nothing too terribly crazy. Does AoE arts damage. When deployed, increases the SP regen rate of all casters by 0.4 per second. And slows the movement speed of all enemies within this unit's attack range by 15%. Nothing too crazy. Nice for crowd control. Nice if you have Golden Glow. So you can spam skills like that. There's no real... nothing real game breaking. And there's this one. Minus 8 TP cost, 51 extra attack, and I think it's plus 5 attack speed. Again, nothing terribly crazy. But now we go into here. Attack plus 68, nothing too crazy. Attack plus 6, attack speed plus 6 instead of attack speed plus 5. Oh boy, it's just like, I think it's a 1% increase to DPS. Nothing too crazy. But this seems pretty darn good. Slows the movement speed of enemies within this unit's attack range by 25% instead of the normal 15. Also slows the movement speed of all enemies outside this unit's attack range by 10%. It does not matter where they are slowed. That is it. And with the free ones that they gave me, I can go and upgrade this now. But we won't just yet. We're gonna go and check everything else out. Ling here has something pretty freaking special. The original, use up to 5 summons, with maximum of 3 of them deployed at once. And gaining 3 SP and 3% attack every time a summon is defeated, absorbed, or retrieved. When you switch over to this, you start with an additional 3 summons, and the deployment costs of these summons are reduced, plus just some basic stat changes. Nothing else really changes besides that. But the upgrade! Again, some basic stat changes. But now can use 5 summons at once, that doesn't change, but a maximum of 4 can be deployed at any given time. Now, for skill 1 and skill 2, no big deal. No big deal. You have an extra one on the field. Great. Wonderful. Great. Other such words that are like, I mean, yes, it's better, but it's nothing game-changing. But S3, keep in mind, without this, with just of anything, you can go and you can get 2 upgraded dragons on the field, a Thunderer and a Thunderer Plus. So you can get 2 Thunderer Pluses on the field, and then 1 Standard Thunderer. I think that's how it is. Or Heightened Thunderer is the plus form or whatever. Whatever. You can upgrade 2 of the dragons, and then place a 3rd one down. With this, you can now get 3 upgraded S3 dragons on the field. Not just 2 plus 1 mini one, you can now get 3 plus a 4th mini one. And it is entirely possible to do with just the 5 summons. That takes up all 5. That is crazy. Let's take a look at some other units, shall we? Let's see, who else here? I don't think Telepsis changed much. Yes, some minor stat changes, but then 0.33 per second instead of 0.3 if you are within the attack range. Nothing too terribly much different there, but it's a nice little bonus. I don't think the merchant really does much. Yeah, it's just some basic stat changes, and stuns the attacker for 4 seconds with Lee's Sting instead of 3. Nothing too terribly much there. Swordmasters are a little bit interesting. They get, again, minor changes, plus 1 attack speed. Oh boy. Scolding gets actually a decent chunk better. It's 25% better. Every 4 seconds changes into every 3 seconds. And then up next we have... Oh, too far. Go back. Go back. Okay, or don't. That's fine. We have, again, minor attack changes. Minor stat changes, I mean. And the attack speed now also gains an attack plus 3%. Again, nothing major, nothing too game-changing, but interesting at the very least. I don't know if Adriana changes anything. I actually haven't looked at hers. Minor stat changes, and then instead of plus 12, it is now plus 17. Vacant Eye only just recently got you, so I'm not actually super familiar. Minor stat changes. And then your talent is now 15% instead of 10% chance. And 35% when the skill is active instead of 30. Again, I can go and get some of these right now. Unfortunately, I don't have everybody's modules, so I can't go and check out everybody. And here's where our E2s end, so I can't check out anybody else's. But there are quite a few interesting ones. Let's see, who do I want to snatch right now? Personally, I think Mustimos is probably the most significant out of all the characters who I use frequently, so I'm going to go ahead and snatch that. Module upgraded, and then we can go to level 3. Again, minor stat changes. Slows the movement speed of enemies within this unit's attack range by 30% now, and slows the movement speed by 18% outside instead of only 10. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see. That probably went and solved a mission. Yep. Oh boy, level 3. Okay, so not going to give us much. Okay, I guess since we're already on this topic, let's go and check out Stationary Security Service. Lionheart. Here's the worksite's environmental survey report, as well as the diagrams the company gave us. These are the formal memoranda of understanding. We've made some adjustments here and there, so you will have to take another look. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen Doberman smile. I don't think I've ever seen Doberman smile. But she looks happy. I say that hesitantly because, again, I've never seen Doberman smile. I don't know if this is her happy face. How smoothly did things go? I've done disaster monitoring for these two companies before, so you could say we know each other well enough. It's a little bit odd that there's no music here. But, oh well. They're very helpful, too. They prepared all the equipment we needed for the environmental survey and assigned guides for us through the entire trip. It's when we had to sign the contract that started giving us a little trouble. They wanted all these additions and annotations. I know how to deal with that all. I can't even imagine you at the negotiating table. Fortunately, Sarah was there with me. You'll have the negotiation techniques classes. I had to take at Victoria National University, I think. It's a good thing I didn't skip any of the lectures. You don't seem like the kind of person to skip lectures, like, period. And that sentence makes me think. I mean, it makes me think that you skipped lectures, though. Well, Doctor, it's about time we got your feet wet. I just sat down. Doctor, we need to take charge of the stationary security service-related affairs. It's what we voted on last time. Last time? Oh, you weren't here last time. In that case, let's take the vote again now. Mia voted for you, as did I. I don't think this changes anything. If one person can sway the entire vote, then I don't think it's... Then clearly... someone else should have been there. Something tells me this was already a vast majority. Dr. Doberman, maybe we should explain the situation to the doctor first. Doctor, you can think of Rhodes Island as expanding into a new business vertical. We've received a lot of requests to provide security support from various companies, such as the Toron and Iron Carrot mines that Celion and Leonhardt conducted surveys on. Toron mine is Count Vincent's many visited. Toron mine is one of Count Vincent's many visited businesses. I cannot read. Wow. The area around County Torrent is pretty busy, and the rider sees an opportunity to take over the mine. On the other hand, Iron Carrot Mine, under the banner of Rimbilliton Mining. Under the banner of the Rimbilliton Mining Industry Association Security Company. Why would you have that long of a name? Accidentally destroyed an originium slug nest and was forced to shut down its operations because of the ensuing pollution. You can't even like abbreviate that. RBMIASC. Can't even. If you make a company with a name that long and you can't abbreviate it, rename your company. It's a similar story for all the other companies. They need to restore operations ASAP. They don't have enough security manpower to eradicate all the threats they face. That's why they've come to us. If it's security they want, I'm not sure Rhodes Island's the best choice. I cannot read or speak, apparently. I tried to say best, and still failed to say best, even though best was not even a word in that sentence. These companies have long been on good terms with us, and we've worked with them many times before. In addition to providing periodic erypathy medical treatment and disaster relief support, we also assist them with their security issues to strengthen the trust between us. There are no downsides here. It's win-win. Significant percentage of Rhodes Island's operating cash flow comes from these projects with these companies. They've also been providing us with all kinds of assistance and support for our work in the area. There's one more thing to consider. To improve our operators' combat abilities, we have to keep operating their modules and equipment. That requires a huge amount of rare resources. Minor metagaming, but excuse me for giving you the tutorial. Quite a few of the companies are involved in these industries, like the Vincent Refinery. Doctor, pour a memorandum of understanding with them. They are willing to provide the resources we need for our modules as part of the remuneration for a stationary security service. Stationary security service, eh? It's the formal name for the security support service. Rhodes Island will station combat operators at the designated areas to clear potential threats and provide security guarantees to the companies. Okay, sounds reasonable. Doctor, it'll be much easier for Rhodes Island to operate across Terra with these companies speaking on our behalf and making the proper introductions. More importantly, Stellion brought us an understanding with the companies. The Stationary Security Service will serve as the foundation of our collaboration. We will get to provide the local infected with the help they need. It was only added to the Memorandum of Understanding as a footnote. It's more than enough for us to work towards this partnership. So, what do you need me to do then? We'll be in charge of all affairs related to the Stationary Security Service and command our forces at the dispatch location. That doesn't sound all that different from what I usually do. Doctor, Stationary Security Service is a little more complicated than our normal operations. I've read the little things that Arknights' Twitter page posted. I think a little more complicated is an understatement there, Leonhardt. Based on what Stellion and I learned from the survey trip, these companies' work sites are all typically deep underground and have complicated terrain and varying levels of pollution. Because of these unique environments, your command deployment will see severe limitations. Aside from the companies that Ceylon has signed on the survey trip, we're also getting requests in a similar vein elsewhere, not just from Rimbilliton and Victoria, and not just mining companies. Of course, we'll scrutinize their credentials. Going forward, Stationary Security Service will become one of Rhodes Island's regular, routinely updated services. And by routinely updated services, I also mean the game will be routinely updated for Stationary Security Services. Having to travel these complicated combat environments and adjust to this new mode of battle will prove to be a challenge for our operators. They need a calm, flexible commander who knows how to adapt to the situation. And you are quite the professional when it comes to that. You're damn right, I'm a pro. Alright, if you say so. I don't, now, the Ghost of Babel? Yes, they would definitely say that. Doctor of Rhodes Island, though? No. No. Ilana, finished reading the documents. Everything looks good. In that case, please sign each memorandum. I'll send that back to the companies when you're done. Okay. Leonard, thank you for your work. Please get some rest. Again, it's so eerie with no music. Doctor, would you like to have dinner together? There's still more details that Instructor Doman and I need to go over. There's still more than enough time for us to prepare. Sure thing. Eat the candy. Eat the candy. Eat the candy. Ooh. Okay. So this will reset on the 16th of January, I believe, and then it will reset every time it hits the 1st of the month and the 16th of the month, if I recall correctly. Of course, that's if I'm remembering things correctly. So it's not a weekly reset; it's a bi-weekly reset, right? I think I'm using the right prefix. Okay, this training program is designed for operators and command personnel participating in the stationary security service, familiarizing them with the nature of the mission and the differences from standard combat missions. Start the security drill. Probably should check the details, but I'm assuming it's a tutorial. Especially since it says TR1. I gotta say, this music is intense, and I like it. All new combat operation. Here. As you can see, the pre-battle deployment preparations are not quite the same as usual. I see, okay. The RTS has already selected a predetermined squad for this operation, so there's no need for additional control on your part. Dive into the exercise and specifics. Begin deployment. Very intense starting music, I kind of like that.
All right. No mercy for me.
Firewatch deployment waiting zone T032. Requesting backup. Demanding. You can only deploy 2 operators. You can relieve Jessica and deploy straight on her location. Different from usual deployments. Straight to the I accidentally clicked twice. But when you recuperate, time you have, you run low on manpower at the preparation area. Okay. Make sure you recuperate with the time you have. If we run low on manpower at the preparation area, we need to send everyone at the recuperation area back. I don't really know what that means. The RTS has prepared all new tactical equipment. It allows the relieving operator to inherit some of the relieving operator's abilities and enhances the former's combat capabilities. Okay. So then you go and inherit some sort of power, which is apparently attack speed plus 40, which is really freaking nice. Attacking faster because of the tactical equipment. I'm not trying to double click things.
了解した。
Tactical skill trait. Yes, you can finally see traits. Yes, I actually mentioned this the last time I played Arknights on stream. Yes. Inherit at most 5 pieces of equipment. They will also inherit the technical equipment left behind by Jessica and you, so they'll get attack speed plus 80. I'm assuming I can.
おいしいもの食べよう。
Use a transfer permit to dispatch an operator from the preparation area for backup. Here to call for backup. Relieve Firewatch. Yep, so plus 80. Okay.
A fine choice.
Effects of certain classes' tactical equipment are not inherited. For example, supporters' tactical equipment is activated immediately upon deployment. As a supporter operator, I can immediately call in another operator to provide support and bring us extra transfer permits. Okay. So now, if you get relieved, I only get the attack speed plus 80 because that already took effect.
What a ruckus.
And now with your attack speed plus 80, you keep things almost permanently frozen.
みんなお腹すいた？
Just let it go? What if I... Defense plus 40% and block plus 1. Okay.
あんたたちの腕前。
I mean, you hit hard. You deal arts damage, and you can heal yourself. And that talent isn't going to take effect right now, so...
Do not disrupt my
Great sand talents. Finally.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, it took so long just to go and see the traits and talents on there. It should just be the trait. Okay. Seems simple enough. Don't know how this is going to change. Basically understanding of tactical equipment. I'd like to learn more about it. Classes are displayed here. Check over everything before the battle. Exclusive modules have already been assigned by PRTS beforehand for this mission, and be sure to check out their effects during the journey. So let's see, what are some big ones here? Medics are all units take 10% less damage. Guards get plus 40% attack. Snipers get 40 attack speed. Extra block. Defenders, vanguards, and casters are essentially the same thing. A little bit of extra attack and extra SP. Supporter we already learned about, which I'm assuming will become more important as we start doing longer and longer battles where we need more and more deploys. I'm a little bit confused about the specialist though. After deployment, retreated operators to the deployment waiting zone and redeployment time minus 50%. So redeployment time is that's simple, but I'm a little bit confused about retreated to waiting zone. Because I thought we said we didn't retreat. But Granny, Scotty, and Mudrock. I think it's going to be deployed in that specific order. Bring ground 9. Deployment waiting zone 2. Private designated area. Look at Scavenger. She's very weak. 2. Release Scavenger. That way, even if she's defeated, her tactical equipment will be carried over.
Are we doing this?
She's at 1 health. Is that what's currently occurring? Does she like have a timer or something? Oh, is that what this
Are we doing
is?
this?
That's what this timer is, I'm assuming. Also scavenger with the hand voice, nice. Guy with the helmet. Okay. Yes, sign operator. Oh, it's Big Bob. The getup reminds me of Big Bob. Don't say. Okay, so that's why I wasn't working, because I wasn't supposed to do it yet. Only request backup twice. Full manpower, hold up this wave. You'll get more transfer permits during the rest phase after that. Okay. Bunk and bunk. So... Skill is... Second defense plus 60, so why wouldn't I don't understand why I wouldn't use it. And then switch over to Scotty after taking a hit or something. Oh. That's probably why. I mean, it's not like you're taking much damage. And then right after your skill ends, there we go, now we can go and switch. So there you go, now you restore speed and stuff faster. I think I see the problem. Okay, so now you get hit and go down to 1 HP. So now you have extra attack, restoring SP. Which means you will be frickin' invincible. Except you have no masteries on this, do you? 'Cause it takes 5. Oh, so you get 1 after... okay. Brief rest period will resupply. It's stronger than before. Amplifier device. I didn't notice that that was moving. Enemies also have equipment that enhances their abilities, and as the danger level increases as the battle goes on. I didn't mean double click there. The longer the battle gets, the more dangerous it gets. Put an end to this ASAP. Okay. So you can't just... So stalling is not good. Once the operators in the preparation area have all been deployed, everyone in the recuperation area will stand by in the preparation area. Okay. So now I can do that. So that doesn't take effect until it gets inherited. But we don't have any ranged operators, so it won't get inherited.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. I guess that was just a little bit more about the different tactical devices and the danger level? We certainly know how a decent understanding of the stationary security services basics. Simulate an actual combat scenario, please tap here. Oh. Far more operators participating in this operation than usual. Eventually port a predetermined squad again. Let's begin. Chen? Come here, does Chen look a little different? Houston, Texas also look a little different to me, but I've never seen their E2s, so that could just be normal. Oh wait, I know why she looks different, because I have a skin. That's why. Okay. I get the general feeling that this will be somewhat red. Whereas the other ones were predetermined in terms of the order that everything gets pulled. I could be wrong. Normal combat mission. 2 new rules. I didn't get to read that. At this point in time, you may send up to 4 operators to the preparation area and select 4 other operators to reorganize your initial squad with. Okay, so you basically draw a hand. And you can mulligan. Create some transfer permits that you may use to assign operators as you see fit. So be careful about one thing, the deployment waiting zone can only hold a limited amount of operators. Once it's full, operators can no longer be stationed there, must instead head to the preparation area. Unit deployment limit during stationary security service is extremely limited. This is why you must think your strategy through. Are you ready? What units to replace? 20%. 40. That shows the good skills. I just want to swap you two. All right.
Draw swords.
Start working on that.
Awaiting orders. Got it.
Now.
Awaiting orders. Shut up. My rule is to balance your lives hang in.
Okay. Nope, not you. You.
どこに向かえばウォーミングアップはここまでだ。どこに向かえばよろしいでしょう。命令を出し誰かがやらないといけないことがある。私にしかできないことがある。空気がよどんでいますよね。
I see this way.
Now's the time to help everyone out.
I shall cover you.
You have S3? Yes, you do have S3. Okay, good. Okay, sign a couple more. Currently have 4.
Getting shucked hurts, you know.
I mean, yeah. So that could be good. Trigger when deployed, retreated operators to the deployment waiting zone, so that turns to the preparation zone, I'm assuming. And then redeployment time. Okay. So you currently have 4, and you currently have 3. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. And
Take him
then
out fast.
that. Now that's max.
Target marked.
This is Chen. Don't force my hand.
Good. Because we have a lot of extra attack and defense and 2 extra block, and then of course a ton of extra regen. I'm gonna go ahead and swap you out for just a moment.
No need for mercy on the enemy, correct?
Go ahead and do this. That doesn't need to be inherited, so it doesn't really matter.
Ready to
You already
move.
have 5, so there's no real point. Guess I might as well.
任せて。これが戦術。
Oh, this is the waiting zone. Okay. So now everyone's taking 10% less damage. You have 20% extra attack, which really works well with your talent. And you're recovering SP, which allows me to get that. So you
Really do it?
currently... I have to cycle through everybody again.
現場操作なのだ。Oh, careful!
戦うしかないようです。
Just like that.
Let's put an end to this as soon as possible. I have an idea.
I'm so tired. Away from me, please!
This is Chen. Don't force my hand.
And then what else can we do here?
Do not disrupt my thought process.
That doesn't really matter now, does it? But sure.
Follow me!
Mission accomplished.
Okay, I can see how that can get really fun really quickly. Casual plus 120 attack speed, Golden Glow. So I'm seeing it's kind of like integrated strategies, but with a bit less on the RNG side and a bit more on the strategy side of things. Okay, all things are ready. So we got 20 of these. That's not enough to do anything, so we don't really care. Okay, additional special bounty area. So... Mission location. Before we start, explain the mission's rules. See, each security mission's cleanup work can be divided into 8 stages. Here we can check the entire area's enemy details. In addition, before we depart, you are required to assign a group of operators to your initial squad. Every time the mission enters a new phase, you will have new members in position. You can select 2 of them to assist in battle. Okay. Don't really know what that means. Okay. Nothing too terribly crazy. Okay, that's going to be a little bit annoying. That'll be very annoying. Actually, I don't think that'll be too bad. And then I think about it, because those are the... Yeah, so that won't be too bad. This one will be pretty annoying, but I don't think this one will be too bad as long as they just have decent casters. No! We gotta deal with these guys? Does that mean there's more? Yeah, it's just that. Okay. Okay, this doesn't seem too bad. This might be a little bit annoying, this combination, but these guys don't think they'll be too bad. You're annoying. And you're annoying. You can be annoying, but we'll deal with it. And then Crown Slayer, and what is that? Milan. Wow, okay. Domestic originium slug that escaped into the wild before mutating in a high-pressure environment. Despite its tremendous size and sturdy crystal back, it's not aggressive and extremely good at interacting, quote-unquote, with people. It's not used in the same way it does when it was merely a house pet, but what was once playful is now truly destructive at its new size. When HP falls below 50%, greatly increases attack and reduces physical and arts damage taken. Wonderful. Adds a contaminated mineral to the deployment waiting zone, a maximum of 1. Adds a heat cluster to the preparation area. When transferred, deals true damage to all allied units and stuns them for several seconds. What? Oh, okay. 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 Sure. First, after mission, we have to make the initial deployments. Technical equipment that we have to bring along. After a security mission has been successfully completed, even more tactical equipment will be available. Okay, so you can do it once, and then the next time you do it, you unlock better stuff. And it's the difference between A and B, right? Yep. Complete all stages in any security contract. Unlock tactical equipment switching. That's going to be a pain, but sure. First combat squad. You can also fast edit your squad to adjust the operator's skills and modules. Okay. Select 14 operators for this mission because of the unique environment we're facing. Assign your operators. Alright. And we can do support. That's something we can do. Okay, so... Okay, let's swap a couple. Ling is not going to be a great choice. I can guarantee that. Irene will probably be a lot better. Lee, I feel like could be insane with just a bunch of like attack and defense buffs. Put him on top of a place where a bunch of guards and defenders have been. Just destroy everything. I kind of want to add Chen, because I feel like her stuff could be crazy good alongside people like Irene. However, we probably don't need Irene to be there, huh? But Irene will be really good at striking defenses. Doug Lappin could be good too, because you'll have more skill. Oh my gosh, everybody could be good. Ah. Scotty once placed. It's not going to be good for the uses that I usually use her for, so let's not. Where is she? There she is. Grab Whispering. Okay, let's start with this. I know it says there's no supporters. I don't use any supporters that I feel like would be good for this kind of scenario. All in progress. You may temporarily withdraw at any time, and your progress for the period will be automatically saved. You must select the tactical equipment and assignment module you must use for this operation. Upon confirmation, they will go into effect for the current stage. After selecting 14 operators to inform your initial deployment, you may begin the operation. Wish it could have told me all this stuff earlier. Like I'm much better at doing this. I can read this and then give me the more in-depth explanations as with like the tutorial stuff. As combat phases deepen and difficulty rises, more support will be required. From the second phase on, 2 temporary reinforcements will be available at the start of each battle. 2 operators from a random pool to expand your own away team. Backup operator also has an alternate present. Really choose to add that operator or their alternate to the squad. While in progress, you can check your current tactical equipment configuration, operation squad lineup, and EC units in possession. Energy conduction units, or EC units, are items rewarded for defeating certain special enemies in the mines, using coming battles, helping to upgrade the combat abilities of your team. Choose your current operator skills and modules at the menu for each combat phase. Tapping Quick Assign will also allow expedited control. Following a failure, you may redo deployment and prepare to challenge again. Okay, so it's fairly forgiving then. Completing an operation allows you to sum total rewards, including the resources obtained from all preceding phases. When an operation is in progress, you may check your current rewards as well as end the operation while completing it. Or completing it. I don't know why I said while. Be aware that operation is not completed before progress refresh will be invalidated after the refresh, and take note of the period's node. Complete and obtain your rewards in time. I see. So basically, you can't temporary something and then wait until the reset, because if you do that, it'll just be nullified. Okay. It's not possible to get 2 of every class, which is good for me, because that means that, like, okay, someone's going to have to be cut down to smaller sizes. Mine number 5. All right. I like the little remix of this. Okay, let's go ahead and start. I think I like this. I think this is good.
Show me what you're made of. Amuse me, if you even can.
Okay, now I can place down Lapland. And now we have 2. Swapping that will be 3. And then the next one will be 4.
Very well.
That. This is fine. Back. Do this. Come on, come over here. This is what I need.
What are you planning? Fool! For what reason hast thou come?
Okay, okay, okay.
Not one step backwards.
Okay.
If you've got a reason to fight, you've got a reason to die.
Arch unit charging.
Yes, sir.
Next one to be replaced will be 5.
Locked and loaded.
Are you prepared to spam
See the
your
light of my
skills,
light?
Irene?
I'm right
I sure
here.
hope you are.
See the light of my eyes will find me truth.
Okay. Finding more.
The most dangerous enemies are usually masters of disguise.
Very well.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Glorious attack speed. Now we can go ahead and do that.
The fool flaunting his gallantry reaches none with his vanity.
Don't step. My eyes will find the truth.
Didn't even go and fully evolve Lee, as I'll put it.
A satisfying battle.
Massive boost in attack, plus 1 or 2 block. Shame we can't get any attack speed. Make him friggin' invincible. Alright, I like this so far. Into the service mission's second phase. Every time the mission enters a new phase, we will encounter 4 random operators in alien position. You may assign one of them to your team to assist with the battle. 2 such allocation chances available to improve the squad's combat abilities. Choose carefully, Doctor. Probably Horn. Let's go with Meteor for the attack speed. Okay. Okay, who do we want to replace? We actually have all 3 of our snipers out here, so we can get full 120 extra attack speed whenever we wish. Got a couple of guards. Swap out some of our more expensive ones and then we'll swap them back in later. There we go.
Fortune favors the bold.
What are we doing here?
But
Who's
you
going
still
where?
need a few tricks up your sleeves to win the battle.
Where are those stairs? Stairs are right there. Okay. I'm gonna place you there and you there.
One step backwards.
Place you there. Place you here. Not gonna lie, this is gonna take a little bit to keep up with, I bet.
The wind is blowing in the right direction. Feel the wind.
Might as well go and do that.
Seeing is believing.
Okay.
Perfect chance.
Let's see. Go ahead and place you down there.
Perfect chance.
Alright, what do we got here? Use another one there.
Orders received. At attention. Ready to fall in.
Very well.
Fortune favors the bold.
You can already see where I'm going with this,
Still need
right?
a few tricks up your sleeves to win the battle.
120 attack speed. What are you at currently? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Good to go ahead and replace.
Locked and loaded.
Now you have 5. Now you're max. Look at her go! Okay, so we can use one more in here at some point. And this is why I wanted you there.
Initiation complete.
One more thing of attack speed.
毒薬の準備が整いましたわ。
I'll do my best.
Perfect. I really don't need... I wish I could swap you out now. Alright, I can just...
Get away from me, please!
They can't even move. Wonderful.
See that my eyes will find the truth.
I can only imagine this is going to get harder and harder and harder and harder. But until that point, I'm having way too much fun. Ah, here we go. Chen. Honeyberry. Just more healers so we can start stacking on a bunch of stuff where it's just 10% less damage, 20% less damage, 30% less damage, so on and so forth. Don't need Chen right now. Probably don't need Mudrock right now. You know what? Let's just get rid of a bunch of our expensive ones again.
It's time. We
Okay.
should be departing any moment now.
I'm going to place you here.
毒薬の準備が整いましたわ。
I'll stay vigilant. Perfect chance.
主の祝福があらんこと。
やって力と栄光を
I'm already, huh? Okay.
Not one step forwards.
弦の振動を感じて。負傷者はこちらに。Arrived at designated position. Treatment target sighted.
力と栄光を
どの矢を使えばいいですか？
悪くない眺めだ。
Get a hold of your breathing and relax.
ほら頑張れもうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ
Alright, because it's 3, it's going to be 4. We can pop in one more.
どうする
Again, I want Lee to just have like 3 block and then just a ton of attack. Massive amounts of attack. But this will work for now.
終わったら何食べよ
I will complete my assignment.
1, 2, 3. Alright, we place down one more, and then we replace it with Golden Glow.
At attention, ready to fall in.
More of you there. And then one of you there, just for the moment. Now you're what? Now you're at 4. That'll be 5. I'm going to swap Lee over. There we go.
What are we talking about? I told you. Don't get so worked up.
Now he has 4 block, over 1,400 defense, and over 2,200 attack. Good. Still need one more sniper. You really haven't been doing much, so let's go ahead and do this. Just start getting you upgraded here. When you come around here.
Don't step into the shadows. I feel like to cleave the tides. Take them out fast.
It's enough.
Ready to move. Drop your weapon.
Oh, hold on, calm down. So we have the 5 there, that's max.
Wait, is this
We currently
Jen?
only have 2, so we can add on one of you, add on one of you.
What are you planning?
Okay, that'll be 5 whenever we place on someone else. Place down you, place down you.
Do my best.
There we go. Silver Ash will remain there for a little bit. Yeah, we're good to just let him do his thing. I want to replace Silver Ash with either Irene or Chen. Irene would be preferred, but something tells me I'm not going to have much of a choice. Let's begin.
The fool flaunting his gallantry reaches none.
Just look at that attack real quick. Just... Ah, perfect. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Incomprehensibly large attack stat. Incomprehensibly small defense stat. Might as well be taking true damage there.
I'm so tired. Get away from me, please.
Cool.
Mission accomplished.
Target has been suppressed.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so this is where our first... That's our first big bad? Is that what I'm understanding? I don't know what these are. Actually, didn't see these earlier. I didn't bother to click. Just stupid on my part. In my hand, Fleet, in a quick getaway. Over time, he made a name for himself as Fleet-footed. Alas, he always ends up stealing more than he can handle and getting caught. Cannot be blocked, but when defeated, grants an additional reward and does not deplete life points. Oh, so these are special ones. Does not deplete life points. Does not deplete life points. Okay. Low profile, private detective. He takes on all kinds of investigations, never questioning his clients' identities and always sticking to the rules of the job. However, if he happens to get caught, he's not about trading valuable intel in exchange for his freedom. After receiving damage, gains a layer of protection, which reduces physical and arts damage taken. That lasts for several segments and can stack up to 3 times. When blocked, he can quickly move behind the unit, and when defended, grants an additional reward, does not deplete life points, seals when Spared. Shiny Pulu. A native originium slug species with vibrant colors, the wild specimens are extremely timid and will emit light to deter predators when escaping, and with training they can light up in a rhythm. They're very popular with women and children. After attacking 3 times, the next attack stuns the target and prioritizes units that are not stunned. And when defeated, will grant an additional reward and will not deplete life seals when spared. I am running out of operators to choose from that I have as E2. Oh. Let's get a supporter in there. There we go. Now we got a bit of everybody. Okay, who are we swapping? I want to swap Lee. Lee, actually, I just now realized, is not going to be good for the purpose that I want to use him for, so there's no reason to have him in our starting squad. Swap out Mudrock, she's expensive. Swap out Mostima, she's expensive. Swap out Golden Glow, because she's our final top tier one. Is you there? Is you here? Is you there? Place you there.
Arrived at designated position. Treatment target sighted.
Go ahead and boot that up.
Acknowledged.
Don't see anything about anybody going up just yet, so I think we're okay.
What are you planning?
Open this.
The fool flaunting his gallantry reaches not.
I'll let you expend that before we go ahead and swap you. Oh, what skill do you currently have? Yes, okay. I'm making sure. See there.
This is Chan. Ready to move.
Good.
My sword will respond the instant I
Okay,
spot
so
the
then we'll get
movement.
4, so I'll probably swap you out with someone like Saga. I think she's going to pop up soon. That's Golden Glow. That's Horn.
I will complete my assignment, not one
That's
step
Mostima.
forwards.
This is fine. Come on now.
Yes, sir. You want to hurt my friends. You have to go through my...
These guys so beefy. Okay. 4. Saga. There's that. We're gonna go ahead and put in, I think, a couple of... Let's see, so placing you would be 3, placing that one would be 4, then replacing the next one would be 5. So we need 2 guards. 2 guards is what we need. Currently attack speed plus 80. Still place on another unit, so we might as well go and do that. That's gonna be rough. Like this.
What? You've got time to take in the sights?
I've got a magic touch on this.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my gosh, I'm a freaking idiot. Why did I do that?
I'll do my best.
Gosh. What have I done? Oh my gosh, I just reset all that progress. No! Oh no! Why did I do that?
I'm so trying to get distance.
There! Sesoni Makon Shoujo! Nattogon! Sesoni Maburuge!
Oh my gosh, I am an absolute fool.
Sesoni Makon Shoujo!
What does your range expand to? Not enough.
Ever wondered how it feels to float in the air?
I don't know, would you be able to do that much? Not with the deployment limit, you won't. No, just let him go, he doesn't deplete life points. Ah, man. Can't believe I freaking did that. Oh, we would have been able to totally get it if I didn't screw that up. Man. That means we don't even get the tactical point for it, and... Oh my gosh. Okay, use it.
I'm so tense. Get away from me, please.
And... now.
I've got a magic touch on this.
Can't believe I really screwed that up that badly. Placing you, that makes it 3. I need another guard.
Takuan.
Nattogon! Honoro Kirite Nattogon!
Okay, hold on. Nope.
Time for a little telling off. But not too hard.
Makon Shoujo!
We will overcome what
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I freaking screwed that up. That is so bad. I can already tell this is like gonna screw me up so much. Fortunately, he's good enough right now, so it's not
Sesoni Makon!
that bad. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I freaking did that.
Sesoni Makase!
Okay, so swapping you out will be 4. Or no, that'll be 5. 4 on the... 4 if I just place you. Alright, whatever. My brain's not working.
Okay, I've got a magic touch on this.
Oh, jeez. I need that. I can afford to lose 2 life points, right? And then he's fully retreated. Okay. Oh, I screwed that up so bad. Oh, that was so bad. Okay, so nothing changes if I do this then. Cool, great, wonderful. Okay. I am unsure of what I'm doing.
all these conflicts ever come to an end.
I'll stay vigilant.
I'm so get away from me, please.
You know, you don't have anything there, so does that still count as 1? It doesn't look like it because I don't see the little floaty thingy. Okay, you...
Made up your mind?
Not the greatest... I mean, I'll take it. It'll get shredded. It'll be fine.
What are you planning?
Okay, right steps on that square.
Made up your mind? Thy please falleth upon deaf ears.
Why... You have... huh? Okay, come on, walk down. Time to go, buddy. Can't believe I freaking screwed that up like that. Okay, we may beat him, we may not. Aye, look at that. I have no idea what this does. Emergency recall box. Activation valve. Preparation area transmitter. I don't know what this does. I don't know what any of this does. Sure. What does it do? On deployment grants the following affected operator in front immediately gain 2 sets of current classes tactical equipment. After activation, not appear again in this battle.
I'm so tense.
Awaiting your orders.
Cool. That's actually pretty good. And that gives us enough time to have Silver Ash's stuff recharge.
Critical hit.
Gotta love attack speed.
I've been waiting for a while.
Alright.
Made up your mind? The fool flaunting his gallantry reaches
Up.
none with his vanity.
Orders received. Perfect chance. At attention. Come. Best me if you can.
Oh gosh, okay. This is actually quite difficult, I will not lie.
This is the shot.
And that's probably game, my friends. That is it. Okay, so I can retry this now, right? That's the deal here? Failed. So we enter the next phase. I think we've had enough. Yada yada yada. What's the strategy and start to redeploy? Okay. A couple things that I want to change. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. 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 There you go. You're good. That's good. I don't remember exactly. That one, I guess. Good, good. 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 And good. Okay. I don't have multiple modules on any of these guys, so I can't change them. Well, I guess technically I can change it back to the original, but why would I want to do that? There is no downside to an upgrade. The only thing you have is an opportunity cost if you're limited on resources. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not you. And perhaps not you.
It's time. We should be departing any moment now.
The wind is blowing in the right direction.
I'm gonna put a healer on top of you. You're going to go there.
獲物を見つけました。
やって言ってんじゃねえ。
I didn't let that thing fully go through. Why am I an idiot? Why am I so stupid?
Feel the wind. I will complete my assignment.
たくあん。
危ない！世相に悪夢症状。
どの矢を現に振動を感じて私は痛みを消し去ります。
At attention, you wanna topple me? By what?
Take less damage.
Arrived at designated position. Treatment target sighted.
危ない！危ない！危ない！
This would actually probably be pretty crazy if you were the one at the end. Oh, okay, I'll have to think about that.
I only do
That-
what I need to.
Everyone, hang
炎を切り捨てん！危ない！
My sword will respond the instant I spot the movement.
I've got a way to treat you here.
Got one.
See the light of my lantern? I'm right here.
There we go.
See the light?
My heart will be the judge.
At attention, the Tempest must wipe
Good
anyone
to go.
Still feels like blinking.
Okay, it doesn't really work so well on this map.
I've got a way to treat you here.
Not one step forwards.
Don't step into the shadows.
Take them out fast.
And then... And that only counts towards that. Perfect.
I've got a way to treat you here.
This is Chen. Jump! Got it. Hanya, unleash the rage your father poured into you.
There's that. And now the next one we'll give that, and that'll be maxed out.
No matter
Okay.
what trouble we're in, I'll face it together with
Oh,
all
no.
of you.
Okay.
Problem.
That for the extra attack speed. And then what will we have after that? So we'll have... That'll be 1, 2, 3, and then 4, so I can place on another operator on there.
敵を発見
I'm going to place you down now.
I'll do my best.
お手並み拝見といこうか。
And
ほら
then
頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるか
we'll
もし
see
れ
if he
ない
walks over there in time. I don't know if he will. Probably won't.
I'm so tired.
Not with that. Okay. Place you down.
Acknowledged.
Oh, look at his health go down. Look at it go. Look at it get drained. Honestly, I don't even know how much skills I need to go and expend here. Probably be just fine. Don't even know if I need to go and expend any more skills, yeah. Yep, nope, we're good.
Get a hold of your breathing
Boom.
and relax.
So emergency recall, let's go ahead and use this.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and do that.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Now it's defender times 3. I prefer to place down
Got it.
Lee after this now.
I'm so
But that's not Lee.
Your mind?
However, I do have an extra deployment slot. Alright, Bedrock, let's have some fun.
自分のための戦いは連綿たる山々となる
I'm so get away from me, please. Everyone, hang in there.
Look at her go! It definitely does even the playing field really quickly.
What are you planning? The fool flaunting his gallantry reaches none with his battle.
Yes, sir. If you want to hurt my friends, you have to go through my shield first.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, no. Mr. Lee goes there. Yeah, sorry, buddy.
What are we talking about?
Okay.
毒薬の準備が整い
Target marked.
Come on, man. Friendliness
Nice.
is good for business.
Before checking what methods the other side might use, Fugitive, please watch yourselves.
Allow me to come. Best me if you can.
Wait, that only got you 4. Oh gosh, dang it. Okay. I needed to place down a guard, which I did not.
I'm so
Look at him go! One bonk, and then you're done. Cool. Okay, here, let's see what this does. Upon deployment, pause. Upon deployment, view a random selection of 4 units from the recuperation area and select 0 to 2 units to be transferred into the deployment waiting zone. Yeah, use it. What do we got? Cool. That is perfect. Pretty much exactly what I want.
Can I really do it?
Okay.
Initiation complete.
I'm gonna place you down there,
Not one step backwards.
and then if needed, I can swap either one of you two out.
Initiation complete.
Actually, I'm just gonna swap you out. I'll swap you out after you use your skill.
Yes, sir. Anya will crush you.
There we go. That's what you like to see. That's teamwork.
I'm so get away from me, please. Initiation activated arch unit.
Made up your mind?
It really matters if they don't get closer. There we go.
Falleth upon deaf ears.
Got it.
Come on, come on.
Got it.
Good.
Anya will crush you.
That is a bit more like what we wanted. Now, isn't it?
Everyone, focus on fighting. Just leave treatment to me. Can I really do it?
That's good enough for me.
With all of you.
Okay, so now there's apparently one more. Not that we needed that, but sure. Perfect.
Yes, sir. Seeing is believing.
Be gone.
Flaunting his gallantry, reaches none with his battle.
Little dude gets shredded. Preparation area transfer or preparation area transfer. Oh. Emergency recall box. Let's see what that does.
Mission accomplished.
I mean, couldn't quite read in time. So do these transfer on with us? Okay. So here's the deal. We made it halfway through. I'm going to pause mission. Oh, so you can read this. On deployment, immediately returned the operator in front of the deployment. In front to the deployment waiting zone. The return operator gains redeployment time minus 95% and DP cost minus 30 and retains all tactical equipment upon their next deployment. Yo, that's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna pause the mission. We've gone halfway through. I'm gonna put this on just in case it boots me all the way back. Okay, here we go. So now, if I go to here, there is now lingering echoes. I think we're about halfway through the stream, and I said I wanted to play some of this. So, without further ado, now go ahead and remove that. Okay, now without further ado, in we go. Okay. Cerny. That's what they're. It appears we may actually still have, yep, we have a full story. Okay, it's usually, at least in my experience, they alternate between the two different kinds of storytelling. But I guess not this time. What's the kind of voice I need to put on for most of these guys here, eh? Probably something a bit more on the royal side. What's the term? Like suave or whatever? Probably more my narrative voice, if we're being honest. I see. I don't know if I was supposed to see that before or not. Because I can't see it now. The sky is blue and fine. The breeze lifts lilts by in song. The river murmurs clear, my heart is filled with hope. The mist parts overnight, earth's welcomes dawn's light. Praise be Lithuania, where free men find their home. Lead this Clarin, Hemos, 1078. Oh. According to the map, I shouldn't be far from the Rhodes Island branch office now. What held up a bit coming into Visaheim? Visaheim? I'll call it Visaheim. What held up a bit coming into Visaheim? But if I just hurry up, I can hopefully make it there before I'm late. Hold it right there. Me? Yes, indeed, you, beautiful dame. You're an unfamiliar face. Could this be your first time here in the Afterglow? Yes, I'm a Rhode Island operator. But I'm here to look into the serendipitous infected prognosis phenomenon. Leave behind your work and duties for now. I cordially invite you here to perform with me in song. Perform? But I brought this concert flute as a staff. I couldn't play you a single song. No matter. Figure just make it sing. I have faith that I can spin your notes into a song to offer you today. Let's commemorate this fine day. I have an appointment with someone, and I'm almost late as is. Don't worry, don't worry. Anyone would let a little delay glow with weather so fine. Come, this won't take long. I just play some random notes then. Please. Tone isn't horrible for apparently not being able to play. Like that's the thing, is it's anyone can technically make a note, make a sound come out of an instrument. It's not terribly hard. The only one where people might struggle a little bit is something along the lines of like a brass instrument where you have to learn how to buzz. Some people just cannot, for the life of them, get it to buzz. And that's not anything on them. It took me several months to learn how to play brass. That's not on them. It's just very hard for some people. And if you have facial hair, like I do now, I didn't back when I played, but it makes it also significantly harder because your face doesn't quite come up against it the same way. But the tone coming out of it, anyone can make it like a blah sort of tone. That's still technically a note. That sound that I just made is still a note. But you have at least some skill to go and make a decent tone. I used to play the bassoon, and I could tell I was not a professional because I would listen to professionals play the bassoon, and it would sound entirely different. I could still recognize that it was a bassoon, but it sounded way different from how I played. So clearly, she's not just totally clueless on how to play. She knows at least something. Okay, rant over. Alright, I can make it sound. Do, fa, la, so, fa, mi. I don't know where those notes fall. I can't sing. Wonderful! A motif full of hope. I'll play. What if you and your visitor dance a little tune together? Together? Come, beautiful Fraulein. Let it skip. But I really don't have time, and I'm not much of a... No worries. We all dance poorly at times. No one will laugh at you. Well, I'll play this in 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ready, go. Apparently she can dance too. So, I don't know. I guess it's not too terribly much of a surprise. Working on things like balance, working on core strength, working on posture. Dance can help with that. A lot of what's it called? A lot of times things like core strength and stuff like that, it can actually greatly be improved if you go and learn ballet specifically. Because there's a lot of balance involved, which requires a lot of strength in your core, your abdomen, and stuff like that. Other such words to describe that area. I'm sorry, I trotted you so many. That's fine, I'm delighted to dance with you. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye. Have a beautiful day. Welcome to the Afterglow. Thank you. Thanks. Good morning, Hibiscus. You're Dante from the branch. That's right. Welcome to Visheim's Afterglow. Thank you. It's awkward, you coming out here just to greet me. I didn't come just to greet you. Word came that before you left for the Afterglow, you were piling pressure on yourself, staying up at all hours of every night, and reading papers right up until you left the landship. So today your job is entirely to relax. I'm actually fine. Nope, can't have that. String snap when you structured that then. Besides, you came just at the right time. Her Cerny's farewell concert is in a week. Just so happens today's application day. Apparently, he's performing at the plaza right in front of Afterglow Hall. It'll be over if you're a moment too late. But the mission... If this chance goes, it's gone. We can talk missions tomorrow. Let's run. We're here. Afterglow Hall. It's this very concert hall the Afterglow gets its name from. Is this even a building? Or is it a giant instrument? Enough! The hall's not going anywhere. We have time to admire it later. Our focus today is Cerny. I think I read about Mr. Cerny beforehand. He was born in the Afterglow. He was. He's still the one and only musician to ever both be infected and renowned in Lithuania. He's even held minor tours around the country. I see him. There he is. You're a defender. And you defend with a giant frickin' piano. I can already tell. There's no reason for you to have a giant piano shaped like that and have a singular handle so you can hold it conveniently like a shield. The musician stands on the steps outside the hall, a colossal instrument his height upright beside him. No one stands in the 5-meter semicircle around him. Outside that semicircle, the crowds teem. Oh, me down. Half of Afterglow's here, at least. Half? Cerny used to constantly perform outdoors here. He's been ill for half a year, and it's his first time back. You know how excited everyone is. Starting. With the sound of a piano, the plaza quickly falls to a hush. Practically everyone stops talking. Even the peddler hawking incessantly until... Now lowers in voice. The song is short. The moment Cerny's performance ends, a mountainous applause erupts. It gradually abates. While Cerny prepares to play the next song, someone neatly dressed squeezes through the crowd and arrives at his side. Where's Cerny? Dame Gertrude sends her regards. Oh, you. I see. She asked me to remind you that being an applicational affair or the concert day itself, you haven't been booked for an outdoor performance. And what does it matter? Other places may have their schedules, but you are hard-pressed to stop me from performing in the afterglow. Your health isn't the fairest. You best not tire yourself too much. I know my health best. If I didn't feel better today, I wouldn't be here. Go tell Gertrude. Mind her own business. Don't come all persnickety at me. Very well. What was his problem? Why did no one say anything? He's the retainer of Dame Gertrude Strello. Gertrude Strello? Countess Strello? The ruler of Lensfro of Faceheim. I seriously don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. The very same. But heard Cerny sent that man packing in just a few words. What a feel-good sight. I see. Let's head into Afterglow Hall in a moment. Application's about to begin. Seeing the noble's figure disappear into the crowd, Cerny clears his throat. Thank you all for your support. Today I came not just to play you all a passage or two, long while that it's been, but to warm up for the concert next week. I invite you all to be enthusiastic in this application. Prove your love for music on the stage. I will be here, supporting you all. I'll be at the selections tomorrow too, casting my own discerning eye. Now, let me play a few more pieces for you all. I welcome you to bring out whatever instruments you're good with. Whether you accompany me or play by your own tune, I welcome it all. Thank you, everyone. Cerny bows, the heavy silence finally lifts, and the crowd erupts into even more fervorous applause. Hey, you set up shop here too? Damn near everyone's here at the hall. Where else am I going to do business if not here? Sure, but don't think anyone's willing to drink your coffee. Easy for you to say. Excuse me, I'll take us up a sauerkraut, a big one. Coming up. The crowd full of anticipation, physician forcing his ailing body along, a noble given the cold shoulder. It is my heart. Creed, still insist on applying to that concert. Yes, I do want to go. Fine. Don't often see you turning a deaf ear like this. You want to go? Go. Thank you, Grandpa. You sign up and come straight back. Don't linger outside. I'll try. Try. Apparently, entrants have to perform on stage for this application, so they can prove their skill. But your cello's been wrecked forever. You only have one string to play. What are you doing about that? That's alright. I provide a loaner instrument. Very, very thoughtful of them. Why did nobody tell me, huh? Grandpa, are you mad? What? No, I'm just a little uneasy about it. I promise, I'll be back as soon as the application's over. I won't run off anywhere. Fine, fine, I hear you. I'll put the tea by the stove now. Remember to drink it soon. Don't let it get cold. I've seen your outfit before. Where have I seen your outfit before? Who else has worn that outfit? I know I'm in Lithuania, which we've been in before. In, what was it? With the Story of the Wisps? Something like that? A Winter Wisp? Is that what it was? I can't remember it. The one where... oh my gosh, I can't remember any names. The funky medic operator who can convert into an AoE splash caster. Who also has minus 50% terrain resistance. So, or 50% plus 50% terrain resistance. Minus 50% damage taken, that equates to. So she can actually go and tank the freaking cannons from chapter 10. Her close friend is murdered or whatever by the sake of the contingency contract, which causes Mudrock and a bunch of other Reunion soldiers to go and flood into Lithuania. And there's the old infected who smokes, and he dies at the end of it or something like that. And Scissor's there too, I guess. Whatever that one is. But I don't recall anybody wearing this outfit in that one. I feel like I've seen someone else wear this outfit. But, oh well. Details, details. Applications beginning soon. It's about time you went. I still can't swallow this. You called me here, all the way from Mertusia, specifically to have me apply to this concert full of infected. Such a level of interaction with infected won't pose any risk. You don't have to tell me. I know. What I mean to say is I don't understand why you invited me here just for some run-of-the-mill concert. You've always wanted to breathe the air of freedom, haven't you? I can't deny that, but... don't let doubts overtake you now. Enjoy the commoner's festive atmosphere. The young noble shrugs. The car is ready for you. There's some travel from the cliffy patio to the afterglow. I recommend you not to go on foot, so as not to affect your performance at application. I appreciate your kindness. Farewell, Strollo. Game? What? Oh. I cannot click anything. Hold on. Stuff is going to look a little weird here for a moment. Do-do-do. Oh, even if I go out of full screen. Oh, that's not doing anything. Okay, hold on. Jip. Oh, it's not the game that's frozen. It's the virtual machine. I see. Give me just one moment. Because we're gonna have to go and close this thing and then open it back up. If it will close. I closed it and nothing is happening. The screen is now gone. But music is still playing. Why? I seriously, I can't do anything. trying to find a way to go and access, because it is now completely separate from my computer, and I have no way of accessing it now because I closed it. And it said that it closed, but clearly it hasn't closed, because I don't know if you can still hear it, but I could still hear it. According to OBS can still hear it, so odds are you all could still hear it, but stuff is still going on. How do I... How do I... Still exiting Nox. If I try and reopen it, it says it's still exiting. I don't know how to access this. Nox front end. That's all I see in my task manager. Again, because Nox is completely separated. And I would hope it properly closes instead of me having to force it to close. Because I'm not sure if I close it, if it's going to properly go and release the memory. Which would be a problem. Let's see if I can find a way to go and access it. State currently launched. Here we go. I found a way to do it. Yes, I'm sure I want to close it. Please close it. Currently exiting. Try again later. That's not good. I literally can't do anything. Okay. This is really relaxing music for how stressful this actually currently is. Because that is a major problem if it doesn't close. That just blocks out... There it goes. It just stopped. Okay. That's a problem if a virtual machine doesn't properly close. I'm sure there's probably something along the lines where if I were to fully restart the computer, it would probably go and release it then. All right. Give me just a moment. Go ahead and put on that song. Allow me to log back in without showing my screen. That's not how exactly I expected this to go. I have to wonder why it froze there. sound was still playing. And it's still playing normal. Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought. Okay. We good? We good. Okay. Apparently, it's done. I'm not sure if that actually is correct. Let me unmute the game. New. Beat up. There we go. Then you go. Okay. Here we go. You're forgetting. I prefer my given name, not my surname. I apologize, Game Gertrude. Yeah, it wasn't finished. What a cue. That's the line for application. We're just going with the crowd, so come this way. Hello, can I ask? Where to apply, right? And the line's here. Go to work and queue up. It's so long. Plenty of folks started queuing before the sun came up. I'm really in a rush to get my application over with. Still caring for my grandpa back home. No can do. Look, we're all afterglowers. Who hasn't got someone to care for at home? Well, but... Get in line quick. Even longer soon enough. Can you really not accommodate? Just this once. I said no. That's just... Wait, you're a noble, aren't you? You're here to apply for a concert. If you see as much, then I can oblige myself and my friend here. But we've got rules. But do you plan to refuse a noble's sincerest request? I wouldn't dare. Thank you for your understanding. Come now. Didn't you hear me? They're letting us through. All right. But... where'd he go? Next, please. Can I have your name, please? Oh, call me Creed. What instruments are you proficient in? The cello. Did you come without your own cello? I don't have one. That's fine. We provide common use instruments to musicians. You can access them at your leisure. Alright, you may begin. Be careful not to go over 1 minute. Is there a problem? I didn't get to ask for now, but how do you determine pay for participation? Okay. The person who told me about the concert said that so long as I was chosen, I'd get ample pay. My grandpa's gravely ill, and I need money for his treatment. I sympathize with your plight, but there's no material reward for this concert. There's no pay at all? I believe the vast majority feel that the ultimate honorarium comes from performing with their Zerny as his farewell concert. What could this be? It's your decision to perform or not. However, if you do decide to leave, I hope for you to at least leave us with a fine melody before you do. Alright. Creed, somewhat dejectedly, bows. He slowly takes a seat and steadies the cello between his knees. I made an assumption, and I am terribly sorry. With a hand on his bow and the under other strings, the dismay is all but swept from his face, leaving only concentration. From the cello's strings flow an ornate melody, gradually filling the whole hall. After a number of bars, Creed's performance reaches its sweetest point, when a concert flute joins from below the stage out of nowhere. The noble in black plays the flute. Accompanying Creed's cello, he paces his way onto the stage. Creed is briefly startled, but nevertheless concludes the passage with his own cadence, while the noble follows the cello's ending with his own briefest cadenza. And that's 1 minute. That was the most beautiful performance I've heard today. I feel we should pay our respects to both you young men. I'm here to apply to this concert too. The very same. I was planning to do alone, but firstly, Herr Creed's performance struck me deep. I did happen to meet him early. I was loath to miss a chance to perform with such a superb instrumentalist. Understood. May I have your name? Ebenholz. To have someone like Ebenholz? Are you certain? Your real name is Ebenholz. That's not just an alias you came up with after staring at the piano. You really are too mistrustful. Besides, a piano isn't the only thing with keys. Does a flute not have them too? Even so, your lineage in this state. I'll say it again. My name is Ebenholz. Do you have any other questions? Very well. That said, since you and Herr Creed brought no agreement on whether to apply as an ensemble, the decision lies with him. Herr Creed, what do you feel? I was only applying to this concert for my grandpa's medical fees. Should Creed is sent to an ensemble, I'd be very willing to provide him and his grandfather economic assistance. Really? That kind of aid doesn't come without strings attached. I'm sure you're completely clear about this. Saw a musician swindled last year. Signed an extremely unfair contract. Please, I ask for some respect. I'll do it. Then I'll leave it at that. If the two of you are entering in the selections as flute and cello, then one choice you have is Morgan and Abend. It's a duet for flute and cello with piano accompaniment, and one of, Zerny's signature works. Are you okay with that? That piece marks a turning point in my learning flute. I'm extraordinarily honored that I may perform it on Zerny's stage. I'm fine with it too. Why is that noble helping Creed? A lot of musicians have nobles as backers. Nothing strange about it. Some do it because they're not good enough themselves, so they see a really skilled musician and leap for them. They like how it makes them look better all around. I can't figure out this Ebenholz either, though. Maybe he's just appreciating a fellow maestro. Something still doesn't sit too well with me. Oh, we can treat Creed's grandpa. Hibiscus, you were here to investigate the serendipitous infection prognosis phenomenon, weren't you? Our branch is too small. I don't have what it takes to admit patients like that at a hospital. Examinations, diagnoses, prescriptions for milder cases, getting patients in touch with other organizations when they need hospitalization. That's our limit. But I'm still a little worried. In that case, Creed's application is over anyhow. Let's go catch up and ask him, see if we can maybe offer any help, okay? His results are in. Stellar Originium assimilation is 8%. Blood Originium crystal density is 0.23 units per liter. I can't say it's too severe, but it's not good by any stretch. Typically, any patient should receive standard treatment with indicators at this level, no matter how they feel themselves. I suggest hospitalized recovery. Standard treatment. Hospitalized recovery. My hair Rhodes Island is just as much a business. You might be pitying me, giving me the test with no charge, but there's no things as a free lunch for me, eh? Well, you're partnered with some organizations in this time. You can refer patients to them. They have collaborative protocols in place with Rhodes Island. Prices will be cheaper compared to anywhere else. Given your present circumstances, I can try to talk down their fees further. I can offset expenses on both sides. No need. If I knew Creed was only going for my sake, I wouldn't have let him go, no matter what. Creed, I'll say it again, you returned every last cent to that noble work going. What could possibly be happening behind you when an aristocrat gives you money for no good reason? But Ebenholz just wants me to perform with him. Even if it means no harm, he might mean no harm. And an old man like me tottering about with any grand standing or friend in power won't be worth much to exploit. But they'll still want to be angels to me, even if they do abit me. I don't want my life depending on their whimsy. If you see a heart of gold in that little lord, then use that money for your own sake. Do some business, I'll let you get on with your life. No, I would agree with Ebenholz. The money he gives me is for treating your sickness. You're tired of me. Throwing me into the hospital so you can never look back, isn't that right? What? How could I? How about he convalesces here, instead of going to any partners? Because I understand how you feel. We don't have any beds here, and our medication stores are for emergency response. We have him recovering here. We'll be able to monitor his health condition more tightly. I'm sure it'd be of help to our investigation, too. I can clear my own guest bed for him to take. Medication-wise, we'll sell out our partners' prices. Or write a report after the fact explaining the situation. That should all be watertight under procedure, right? I think that works out. Then we're all good to go on our end. Sir, how about you? Are you able to accept that? I guarantee your treatment will be highest priority for us. All research propositions will hinge on informed consent. We'll never commit anything harmful to your health. I agree. And I have to rehearse with Ebenholz soon, too. I might not have too much time to look after you. Besides, conditions here are much better than at home. If you're here, I can put my heart at ease, too. Please, Grandpa. I'll go home this evening to pack some things. I'll be back by tomorrow morning. You'll let me have that much, won't you? There we go. Now we've seen the extent of the story. Like the hold on, the music hasn't loaded in. Just do the lobby music. Okay, tutorial. Most important thing to nail down is the fundamentals. True. Voice energy interference, natural SP recovery speed reduced, and realigned flux restores natural SP recovery speed of allied operators within. Oh, okay.
I'll do my best.
Huh. Interesting. Flight of the Bumblebee is the battle theme, huh? You know? That is, okay, never mind. It's a little bit more... What's the word? Can't think of the word. But it's not quite... It's a little more grand. It's a little more orchestral. I don't want to say it's more intense. That doesn't feel quite right, because the flight of the Bumblebee is pretty... Maybe it's not intense. Maybe intense is the right word. It's a little more intense. It's still very chaotic, still very fast, and intense. You know what? I think that is the word, intense. Energy restructuring devices on the battlefield. Tubas. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Use excess energy to form realigned flux. Standing in realigned flux can help you from being disturbed, and it can counter enemy special abilities. Have you ever stuck your head in a tuba? That's disturbing. Ever been hit in the head by a tuba? That's a bit more than disturbing. That hurts. A lot. What's passing through here? The operator is deployed in realigned flux. They can redirect its flow and extend it in the direction they were deployed. Oh, okay. So it doesn't just 90-degree turn when it hits. It's because it's going in that direction, and that's why it wants me to place one here and place that way. Okay. And then that also, I'm assuming, is like a mirror. So go there. It'll go through, and since you're facing that way, it'll continue going through. You can face one down. It reflects off of there, go here, and then face one upwards, canceling out their abilities and doing... Okay.
You better run away soon.
Vent mechanics have been puzzling to deal with, really. You know, I'd say I really like this battle theme. So it's just, oh, Flight of the Bumblebee, okay. I really like it though. Standing up on flux, the Whisperer walls can reflect realigned flux. Yeah, that makes sense, acoustics and all that.
Got it.
Ready to heal.
Cool.
Down you go.
What? Don't be blocked with operators with 2 block or higher when realigned flux defense and res. I don't know if that said increase or decrease. It said greatly something.
Down you go.
Based on how much damage is being dealt, I'm going to assume this is decreased.
Mission accomplished.
I gotta say, I really like the Flight of the Bumblebee, the version of it that they're playing with this.
Perfect victory.
I'm probably gonna be saying that a lot, but I do. I like it. Pretty much every enemy has something that interacts with the connections of the beams. Okay. So let's see. It's gonna come out of here. Go through there, so it probably wants us to place up someone here. Okay. Alright, alright. Okay, so let's rearrange stuff here. Okay. Who do we want to place? I know there's a certain someone who we just pulled that we want to place. Where are you? We're on the E1 on, hold on. Operator train. Yoink. Oh, I don't have that money. That's fine.
Everyone's taking charge of themselves now. That's nice.
There's
to
that
see.
near light conundrum with facing people in odd ways. Ah. I gave you a bit more of a deeper voice than I really should have, huh? Oh, that's fine. There you go. Let's see. Who else? I don't know. I didn't pull even holes. I tried. I did not pull even holes, though. I know there was something mentioning blue poison in the banner. You can do that. I don't know, I don't think there was anyone else that specifically mentioned that was special to the story. So we can just kind of go through, I guess, some of the normal crew here. We'll do that.
I will protect everyone.
All right, Hibiscus. Let's see what you can do. I'm so sorry, late. Got spooked by Saga instead. You know, that's not a bad thing. I got a couple Black Knights from this. I could max pot Black Knight 5 times over at this point with how many times I pulled Black Knight. It has not, in the grand scheme of things, been that long since her banner came out. Or since she was added to the pools for, you know, after her banner ended. This is the selections. If you were tardy about 20 minutes, we'd be hand in hand with as we waltzed home. Waltzed home. I cannot read. I'm sorry. Would you mind quickly explaining yourself? My grandpa went missing this morning, actually. Missing? Nothing terribly serious. I found him in the afterglow in the alley. He said he was just up too early out for a walk. For a walk the whole time until you arrived here? No, I went to Rhodes Island this morning too for the admission procedures. With your grandfather? The Rhodes Island office. I recall Rhodes Island having only a minuscule branch in Visine. They could be admitting patients. They couldn't, but Hibiscus gave up her own bed and she promised she'd put my grandpa's health first. A charming tale, but that cost you a pretty penny, didn't it? They took the money this morning. It was less than half of what you gave me yesterday. Well. You'll have to check regularly on your grandpa, so they don't trim corners when you're not looking. Trim corners? They're business, after all. Their profits have to come from the sick if they admit them on such low fees. A little from their meals, a little from their equipment and medication. I don't think that's what's happening. Then how do you know? Yesterday afternoon, they gave him medicine to take before I'd paid anything. And Hibiscus spared some food for me this morning. I only turned her down because I was so short on time. Such a meticulous performance. Surely your grandpa was unwilling to go precisely because he could see that. I get it. I'll be checking in on him as much as I can. Thank you. Thank me. I know you're taking pains to tell me all this because you're worried me or my grandfather will be hurt. Never mind. Let's move on. What did you think of the score after picking it up last night? Next entry, Evan Holes and Creed. Come. Tony is overseeing the selections today in person. We can't afford to embarrass ourselves. Greetings, Azerny. No need for pleasantries. Go on. Begin. The selections are quite unlike the applications, where crowds throng the seats to watch. Save for a scant few staff, only Cerny and the entrants are present. If yesterday's audience was present, the majority would be applauding this brief ensemble piece until their hands were raw. But here and now, it's a final lingering note fall away. The look on Cerny's face is fearsome. Cerny, you haven't practiced much, have you? As you surmised, but it smacks too strongly of being scrabbled together. You on your flute and him on his cello. There's almost no sense of coordination. Especially from you. You were stuck fast to your own tempo, completely ignoring what the cello emoted during this melodic passage. Conversely, you forced him to accommodate for you instead. If you hadn't realized in time, you would have ruined the entire passage. I would have ruined the entire passage? No, I feel you may not have heard quite clearly. I'm sat right here, and you tell me I don't hear clearly. You think something's wrong with my hearing? Cerny, Abenholz doesn't mean to offend you, he just... Just what? All I see is someone too coddled by flattery. Coddled by flattery? You know nothing of my circumstances. I ask you to rescind... I will consider Creed. You may leave. Next. What did you say? Do you imply he... Cerny. If Abenholz wasn't allowed to perform, then I can't be in this concert either. What's forcing you to speak for him? Abenholz has been a huge help for me, so... I'm sorry, but this concert will sink for losing one potential cellist, and losing one pot stirrer of a lord will pay me even less. Next. Scoundrel! What does he think he is? So flippant just because he played a piano, written a piece or two. Calm down. Come on. How am I meant to be calm? What kind of attitude was that? Coddled by flattery. I'm a fine, upstanding young man. Who's ever called me? Give me a name. I think there was just a small misunderstanding between you. Surely your Cerny doesn't think we were that lousy. Of course you weren't lousy. That was me. Did you forget what he said? I will consider Creed. You may leave. I think the sooner you apologize to him, the better. He might just let us try again. There's always some way, and it doesn't have to include humbling myself so badly before him. But I can't think of anything that'd help other than an apology. You return home. In any case, I'll be returning to my residence to contemplate what to do. There really is no alternative, and we'll seek out Cerny. Well, alright then. Okay, these two have really freaking cool horns. Can I just say that? I love their horns. Coddled by flattery. This musician knows nothing, and yet he dares prattle. There's the headache again. Useless fake. Even the lowly, blight-racked commoners loathe the vulgar sound of your flute. You shut up right now. Why, yeah. Maybe not be acquainted. But You seem to be in need of some help. Not at all. I appreciate the trouble. It really is part of my insolence. So it's you. Do you feel unwell? What did you say? No, not at all. Really, your face looks somewhat sickly to me. Of course not. Pardon me. Your headaches are flaring up again? It's fine. It's more or less faded by now. I'm sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? I was so inconsiderate as to cause you embarrassment at the selections today and give you a headache as that. You were so inconsiderate. How did you know? No. In fact, it's only natural for you to know it. Indeed. For better or worse, I am one of the sponsors of this concert. The news about it reaches me fast. Heaven knows. You needn't worry. This is nothing major. In fact, I hear Sarni didn't assess you too badly at all. He intentionally designated you as backups for Morgan and Abed. Really? We are more or less friends. I have him worked out to an extent. He's a famed artist after all. Come rain or shine, and infected too. His temper flared up. Please, excuse him. I do have my influence over this concert. You and Creed can practice. I'll do Cerny's work. I'd rather redo the selections than have you exercise your sway, to be honest. This morning was merely an aberration in performance. Of course. Still, you needn't let this perturb you so badly. See? You have a citrus-flavored black tea today. They say it does good things for headaches. Thank you very much. How is it? Fragrant. I appreciate the hospitality. Well then, moving on. Listen closely, please. As you'd anticipated, my inviting you to Veisheim for a concert in the infected settlement does come with ulterior motives. You don't seem too bowled over. I'm used to being exploited by now. It would have surprised me if more of you had no word about it. In that case, I'll be straightforward. I have a plan that's been a long time ready. You act according to this plan. I have great certainty I can free you from the voicing of the mundane. What did you say? The voice of the mundane, Herr Ebenholm. The root of your many misfortunes. One of the legal grounds on which you possess Gruskov of Urtisa. I don't need you to explain the voice of the mundane. The thing has been inside my head this whole time, tormenting me when it sees fit. What I need you to expound on is the details of this plan. It's very simple. Just perform at Cerny's concert as an ensemble with your fresh acquaintance, Sir Creed. And that will suffice. Out of sheerest kindness, I'll treat this as a poor joke, Dame Gertrude. This is in no way a joke. Just like you, Creed harbors the voice of the mundane within him. The voice of the mundane. The twin empresses made it explicit that I was the only one left who carried it. That merely shows things aren't... Excuse me. That merely shows things aren't even they don't know. There are things even they don't know. To boot, it isn't even that rare. Two voices of the mundane only need to come close enough in space in order for resonance to occur. And this sonority will amplify both your arts as it occurs. That is the basis of my plan. Beyond amplifying your arts, resonance has its own kind of energy, powerful energy. And this energy will be massively intensified when you perform an ensemble. It just needs the appropriate induction. And I'll be sure to make use of this energy to transfer your voice of the mundane into him. And what will happen to Creed? Fear not. I'll handle that as deemed fit. I still don't understand, though. Why does it have to be Zerne's concert? I'll do it with Creed at his home. You come into his residence. You transfer my voice of the mundane into him. Won't that work? The induction of resonance is an indelicate art. Alone, without the Afterglow Hall, I won't be able to do it. The Afterglow Hall? Didn't you know? Construction of the Afterglow Hall was completed under the Witch King's supervision. I never heard. Being a building he ordered in the twilight of his reign, the materials and architecture employed in the hall share many resemblances to his spire. It wasn't meant as a concert hall, as is synonymous with the infected district. It was meant as a fortress of arts, a nightmare to terrify His Majesty's enemies. I've overstepped my bounds in doing so, but I do require the Afterglow Hall to aid me in conducting the resonance's energy, so you can ultimately eliminate the voice of terror that dwells in your body. Do you have any other questions about the detail of this plan? After it's done, I will handle Creed and any remaining trifles. You need only hide for a suitable length of time. Once it all blows over, you can escape your unbearable nobility for once and for all, and become a free civilian. Of course, if you aren't alright accepting such ready freedom, I won't force you. I certainly won't make an enemy of you on grounds that you know my plan. Whether you wish to remain in Versailles until the concert concludes, or return immediately to Artesia, I will not stop you. You won't stop me. You're the first to want to rid me of the voice of terror, rather than exploit it. Just what are you hoping to gain from me? Powerful assistance. A what? I'm just a puppet, Gruff. I can't even manage my own fights personally. After your supposed plan succeeds, I'll be no more than an unidentified civilian. What? Powerful assistance. Fiefs, armories, even Originium arts. None of that is important. What's important is the Graf Ortisa gone missing, even declared dead. Think of it. How will Athenian public opinion respond when at the right juncture the Graf Ortisa returns from the grave? To return from the grave. That's the greatest aid you could ever lend me. I understand. Please, allow me some time alone, Dame Gertrude. I'd be glad to. If you wish to travel anywhere, don't hesitate to tell the servants outside. Farewell. Farewell. May your decision be one that suits your interests. Listen, you must watch whatever happens between Creed and Rhodes Island closely. You may disrupt Rhodes Island movements when necessary, but remember never to alert them at any cost. Direct military conflict is forbidden. Understood. Allow me to report to you on Grand Artisa's circumstances. You can save it, we know. This is your plan. If you feel the need to expound on minor matters like this, we'll simply send someone to put you back on track. Apologies. I was not considerate. Havenholz will be easy enough, but creating Rhodes Island. I'd forgot. I have what I need, ready and waiting. Trish Poka. Okay, I don't think I recognize that from anywhere.
Direct memory access for application map. And enemy coordinates authorized. Please stand by. Target marked.
I guess we do that. Attacking targets outside of the realigned flux deals an additional hit. Okay. So what if I do a little something like this?
Not one step forwards.
And then
I wish
this.
this to be the last time, if possible.
And then this.
Doctor, I'm here.
And then something like that. And then that.
I will complete my assignment.
I mean, it works, right? Place you here, face you downwards. There we go, perfect. It's an absolute mess, but thinking with lines here. Did it need to be that complicated? No. I did it anyway, though. Though I sent both of you off in selections, things have changed. You two are now the primary candidates for Morgan and Abend. Things have changed? What do you mean? The two who were to perform Morgan and Abend cannot attend the concert now, which is why I had you two brought in. Cannot attend? Did something happen with them? They went to a tavern yesterday afternoon to eat and drink their fill. Normal enough, but something piddling made these two clowns pick a fight. So now the flutist has a fractured arm, and worse still, the cellist somehow fell on his tailbone. He can't even sit, and there he is lying on his bed claiming he can play standing instead. Ridiculous. What? He seems shocked. This is, honestly, beyond expectations. Is it? It only took the second day of selections for this to happen, if I'm frank. If this was anything more than a chance bar fight, then you would be the greatest suspect. Would I? No. This has less than nothing to do with me. My desire is to move you through music, not to rough up the innocent. Fine enough for you to say. But you have the money to back Creed. Planning to stir up trouble should be easy enough for you, shouldn't it? Rizoni, I could testify Ebenholz never did anything like that. You testify? You glued your eyes to him for all of yesterday. I did. And why did you do that? Of course he didn't glue his eyes to me. The two of us were just together, discussing how to change your mind. But we never came to any conclusion in the end. Creed, is that the truth? It is. For the time being, in the moment being, I'll believe Creed. Thank you, Rosarni. So, don't start parading. All told, you're standing in. You're still some way from what I require. Especially you, Ebenholz. You're the drag. I'll give you 1 day to rehearse. Come back to my home this evening, and I'll cast my eye. You'll only be chosen if you meet my minimum standards. Otherwise, I would rather strike Morgan and Abend from the program. Understood? Yes, you may rest assured. Also, Creed, weren't you missing a cello? Take this one with you. Can I really? Of course you can. If you can meet my demands this evening, then this cello will be yours. Thank you so much. Alright, Off you go. I need to sort out my thoughts as is. Is that Ursula? Did you forget your key again?
Mr. Zerny, I'm an operator from Rose Island. You can call me Hibiscus. Hibiscus. Oh no, did something happen with my grandpa? Hello, Mr. Zerny. It's nice to meet you.
Hello. My talk with them is done. If you have business, feel free to take them away.
Hibiscus, is there anything new with my grandpa's condition? Relax, it's okay. Your grandpa's gotten treatment already, and he's looking a lot more stable. Mr. Zerny, it's not Crane. I actually came here looking for you.
Me?
I'm hoping to get some insight into any change in your condition. Would right now be convenient for you?
What do you want me for?
There's been quite a few recent infected...
Excuse me.
There's been quite a few recent infected cases of abnormal recovery around the Afterglow. I came here to investigate the whole phenomenon. On top of that, you're a household name around here, so I was wondering if you had more of a handle on what's going on.
I'm sorry, but I've just been fine all along. And I can't say I know how anyone else is doing.
But aren't you holding a farewell concert? That usually...
I'm sorry, but I need quiet. Can I ask you to leave for now? Who is it this time?
When I open her up. Forgot my darn key.
Creed, did you go out of your way to open the door again?
That's an awful lot you're carrying, Oma.
Good boy.
You go have a seat. I can get it by myself. It's okay. I can bring this thing to the kitchen for you. And this is...
Ursula. Distant relative of mine. She's cared for me always.
Well, this is a rare sight. So many people at our home. Hold me over. You're noble, aren't you? Oh, my apologies. Hardly. You can simply call me Ebenholz if you so wish. Oh, your lordy soul better not joke around with old cauldrons like myself. It's no joke at all. You can just call me Ebenholz. Honest? Of course. Then if you don't mind me, please. Oh, Miss Ursula. What's this, sir? No, slip the tongue, fella. I didn't mean that. Don't take it too seriously now.
Exists even here, hmm?
It's okay, Miss Ursula. I'm used to it. Oh, no. I have to apologize. Really, pardon me. What do you need mine air for? Consult matters again. Not in particular. I want to ask if there's any change in Mr. Zerny's condition recently. You a doctor? I'm an operator from Rhodes Island. You can call me Hibiscus.
She may not know what that means, Hibiscus. You may just need to say, yes, I am a doctor.
You and Andante are co-workers.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then she knows. Never mind. I'm assuming.
Andante's a local operator. I'm here at Fisheim on business from Linship. That's a relief, then. It's Andante who gives mine air and me our medicine. Lots of folk get prescriptions from Rhodes Island here, in the Afterglow. Mine how's the last few days? She's a doctor now. Doctor who cares for your health. It's good for you.
I didn't ask her to come in.
Well, that's silly now. If you didn't let her in, she wouldn't be here.
I mean, neither of them are lying. She was let in, that is correct. But it wasn't Cerny's choice.
Last year's when he started feeling unwell. No change when spring came this year. Wouldn't want to be doing any farewell concert otherwise. But since yesterday, he's been looking much better spirits. Is there anything else as well? Let me think.
Ursula?
Alright. My lips are sealed. Thank you so much for your help, Miss Ursula. If anything's the matter with Mrs. Cerny, please give me a shout. No need to tell us. Maybe asking Rhode Island for look for if something happened anyway.
Are you done? Are you happy?
All done. Oh, me and my memory. I said to make potato soup and even forgot to buy potatoes. Oh, I'm back to the market now. Mrs. Cerny.
Cerny's eyes are practically full of fire.
Miss Ursula, I'll come with you. I have some questions about cooking I'd like to ask you. Well, since everyone else has taken their leave, we should also.
Hold it.
Where's Cerny?
The key. Oh, but Ursula. Wrong voice. Completely wrong voice.
Oh, my Ursula, your key. Don't forget your key. I never would have imagined an old lady could be so fast. I was a hair from losing her. I owe it to you for helping me smooth things over back there. That's alright. I trust in you. I know you wouldn't do something just like that just to be selected. So we've handed the key over. And we should be finding a place in the afterglow to rehearse. Don't just perform right in the street like everyone else does. We're rehearsing, not busking. These lanes are too noisy. Oh. How about your home? Your grandfather just so happens to have that catered. And it wears me to death traveling over Cliffy patio every day. Could I ask you to lay out a bed for me, and I stay at yours for the next while? I'd welcome you gladly, but my place is a wreck. I'm scared you weren't settled in. I will. Trust me. This is my home. What's the matter?
Is there something wrong?
The room's too small. There's a draught from the window. The timber is molded. There's practically no soundproofing.
No, it's quite fine. Quite fine. Hold on, there's only a single bed here. Where does your grandfather sleep?
He sleeps in the bed. I sleep here on the floor.
But isn't this just a rug?
The rug, it's pretty nice, and I'm used to sleeping on it by now. If you're going to live here, then we'll stay on the floor. It's no problem.
Let's just rehearse for now. No good. I'm stuck in this mordant.
It's alright. We can start again from the last bar on the line above. This mordant. Should I slow down slightly at this part?
No, it's only an ornament.
Just being slightly hesitant.
It's a gun.
You can also drop the tempo. Don't put an ornament at the end there. Just play through like it's a single note.
If you can't get it to start, play it slow. Play it slow. Play it slow. Play it slow. And then, if you can play it perfectly while playing it super slow, then bump up the tempo a little bit. Don't go full tempo yet. Bump up the tempo a little bit. Just a little, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more, until you're practically playing it at just a couple beats per minute below. Then knock it up just those couple notches after you're done playing it perfectly there. And then you'll be able to go and play it full. If you practice everything at full speed, you are never going to get it down. You can train muscle memory to get faster. You cannot train flailing to be more accurate.
The mark is printed on the score. But you're straining your breath all the way in the bar before. So, just so you can brace for the mordant. Fine. Look at him! He's adorable! He's not an operator, is he, though? He's just there. Starny's not going to become an operator. Hibiscus is, of course, an operator. As far as you know, yeah. And then Even Holes is an operator at some point. Ah, it's a shame. Oh, wait, nope. I didn't read that. Wonderful. We played it all the way through. But I omitted that ornament. And Starny will hear that, I'm sure of it. It's alright. We still have time. Easily said. With the state we're in now, you've no need for further rehearsal. I'm the only one who still has time to spend on this. No, don't be like that. I have my parts I'm not playing well myself. Really? Look here. I didn't express these dynamics at all just now. You're right. There's a few parts I've been barely forcing through. It's not too early to say I'm fluent. You gave me a heart attack. I thought you already completely mastered this. You've had so little time, it's not like you could really be fluent in a single go. A lot of things. You have to take a lot of things nice and slow. You're right. Let's take a break for now. Then we'll work out all the kinks. Over lofty hills, the fiend steps into twilight's mist gaze. The blood hides plague within, slow beckons death to creep all ways. Pestilence from shadow wanton spouts, spews ruin in prelude. Fades finale's ensemble, woe deprives the sun's last rays. What do you think of these edits?
It's more or less the same as the previous edition. You sure this prophecy will drive out the Rhodes Islander?
Prophecy alone likely isn't enough. If we add their majesties' names, and use it as a pretext to cause a tiny little uproar, the chance it'll succeed is great. Not for any real harm should it fail.
Can you ensure the spread of this prophecy will be combined to the afterglow?
Please be assured, previous small-scale disseminations of prophecies have not left any traces of their spread. Moreover, as an infected settlement,
then do it.
Hi, 私が参戦したからには当然の結果です。これでもう誰もランデン修道院のカデラーノの飾り物だなんて思いませんよね。
This is quite a bit of story in it, huh?
Not quite as much as some of the other ones we've seen, but based on how long that one thing took, I don't know if I have time for another one.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll have time for another one.
I think I'll go ahead and I'll leave it here.
I still want to talk for a minute, though. I still want to chat, so we won't be completely done. I'm gonna hop over to here. And then... Oh, there we go. It closed out of that one much faster. Why didn't it do that earlier? One of the stage names for this event is something you should keep in mind. Ah. I think they're all referencing pieces, right? Like, famous orchestral pieces? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I didn't turn anything off. Whoops, my bad, my bad. Unregistered Hypercam 7 here. Not exactly? Oh, okay. Sorry, you just saw everything show up there. Hopefully I didn't just dox myself with that. I don't think I did. I think it just says that I waive all rights to this model because, well, it's not entirely mine alone. I made it off of various different pieces. I used tools that were not exactly mine. I used the free software, so I just waived all rights. That's basically all that said, and it said the version that I'm using of my face tracking software. I don't think it said anything bad. Not exactly though, okay. I guess I'll pay attention to them. It's a mix of folktales and music pieces for the names. Ah, okay. So I did notice, what was it? One of them was, it was like a... I think it was a tutorial. It was like... I think it was orchestral piece 499 or something like that. I can't quite remember. Okay, see, I can see myself in the corner. I'm looking at the screen, I can see myself. I should not be allowed to have an office chair that spins, because then I just sit here and I do this. Should not be allowed to do that. Let's see. I wanted to talk about some things. Oh yeah, right. I finished the Arknights anime. I went and I recently finished that up. I wanted to talk about it a little bit, since I got a little bit of time. I don't have enough for another full cutscene, but I got a little bit of time, so. I thought the Arknights anime was really good. I thought it was an excellent, it was like a near perfect anime adaptation. I don't really know if it gets much better for that in terms of like creating a show off of a game or anything like that. A lot of games have been given the movie or the show treatment, and none of them have been as good as Arknights. I think it was amazingly well done. Yeah, it was so good. I think there's only like one complaint that I really have as a player, and that's Calcite. Calcite to me looked just ever so slightly off. Like, she looked like, I don't know, her face or her general like body language and stuff like that just looked softer. She didn't seem like she was some super stern and like aggressive individual like she sort of is. Her language definitely revealed that. You know, going and threatening Wei Yenwu and stuff like that. Hopefully I pronounced that name correctly. Also think the anime was a 9 out of 10? Yeah. I am not going to be the first to say the first couple chapters of Arknights, the story is not as strong. I don't blame that on the anime, though. That it stuck to the story pretty darn well. Everything that I remember in the story, I believe there were actually quite a few like direct quotes from cutscenes and stuff like that that I was able to pick up on. I really like that. I like how closely it stuck. They could have gone and tried to like rewrite the story or whatever to try and make it higher quality, much like maybe Act 2 or whatever. I guess it would be Act 1 because the stuff that they showed was more Act 0. But they could have gone and rewritten that, but they didn't, which I actually applaud them for. I think it's something that some shows don't do. They don't stick to their original writing. They don't stick to the original material. I don't know, I think it was good on them for sticking with it. And knowing that the story in the actual game itself only gets better and how well they stuck with it in the anime. I think it can only get better with a surprise season 2. I think that's great. I'm very much looking forward to that, and I will be watching that as that comes out. That's gonna be great. The thing we were talking about is, oh gosh, Der Frischutz? Frischutz? I'm probably horribly mispronouncing that. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Pretty close? Okay. I'll take pretty close for... I'll say pretty close for a name that I've never seen before. Again, I am so sorry. I'm so bad whenever I mispronounce things, because it's like, yeah. If it's English, I don't care. English is a horrible language. But if it's any other language, I'm like, oh, I should probably be pronouncing this better. But I can only do how much my brain will allow. I guess I'll keep an eye on that. Should I look it up to find out what it is, or should I only do that maybe after I encounter that name? Translates to the free shooter or the marksman. Ah, okay. Let's see. What else did I have to talk about? Oh, yeah, I guess I could talk about this. My brain has been absolutely spinning. So I wanted to go and create something. I wanted to go and create like a YouTube short or something. But my hard drive died. It screamed at me. I plugged it in. I was like, all right. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna work on stuff. I was feeling real motivated. I plugged it in, and it's an external backup hard drive. It's just where I keep like all my local recordings, so it doesn't take up some space on my hard drive. And it just screamed. It literally just screamed, just screeched. And then I got a little error on the screen that said, "Warning: hardware device error, unable to perform any functions." And I was like, okay, never mind. That's dead. It's done. It's gone. I got a new one, so this one will be put straight to that new one, but I haven't really had any material to work with. You may not see something directly directed. I cannot read. You may or may not see something related to or directly about it in the near future. Okay, I see. Yeah, I've been kind of like racking my brain over stuff that I could do. One, there's, oh gosh, what is it? I have two games that I definitely want to play. I've taken a look into them, and there are no restrictions on streaming or anything like that, and they are not very commonly streamed. One of them I definitely am not going to spoil because it takes quite a bit to set up and stuff like that, and I want it to be hype when I go and announce that it's finally going to come and it's going to be there and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's one of my favorite games. The other one I'll spoil, and I will say I want to try and play Tokyo Mirage Sessions. It is a game I genuinely love. And I actually recently have played through it again, just for old time's sake. And oh my gosh, it holds up so well. It's such a good game. And I looked around. I could not find any sort of restrictions. Atlas is usually very, very strict about showing endings, showing pause screens even. I don't know, I've had this whole discussion before, I think. But they're usually very, very strict about that. But for Tokyo Mirage Sessions, they aren't for some reason. I'm assuming it's probably because it's a collaboration between Fire Emblem, and I think it's a really fun game. It's got a good sense of humor. It's got a really good soundtrack. I love the Shin Megami Tensei style of combat. I think it's really, really cool. And it's got the right amount of difficulty. I really like it. It's got a good art style and stuff like that too. I think it's fun. I'm thinking that'll probably be another game that we add to the list. So currently our list is looking like Lobotomy Corp after Library of Ruina is done. Then maybe when something else frees up, we'll add in Tokyo Mirage Sessions. There's that secret one that I have in there. And then there's also something that caught my eye as I was scrolling through Steam the other day. Let me go and find it. It's called Depersonalization. It caught my eye. It has an interesting art style. It says it's multiple endings, so you kind of have to lead it down a certain path. It all seemed interesting. I don't really know the full details. Much of the page when I looked at it was not English. I believe it was Chinese. I could not tell you which specific dialect, but I'm pretty sure it was Chinese. And I don't know, it seemed interesting enough, and it said that it supported English. So I went and I have a demo downloaded. I don't know if I'll play the demo on stream or off stream. I don't know exactly what the whole what's it called? I don't know what the standards are for playing demos. I don't really know if it's acceptable to play demos to kind of figure out whether or not you want to continue. Also, you also remember seeing it. Okay, so it wasn't just pushed to me then. I think it may have been recommended to me because of games like Library of Ruina, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I just saw it and I was like, interesting enough, and it has a demo, so I'll download it. And like I said, I don't know if I'll play the demo on stream. I don't know if I'll just play it off stream. I don't really know fully what the whole standard and ethics around that are. Because I'd hate to play something and go, okay, never mind, it's bad, I don't want to play it again. But also I'd hate to play it and it's like a full chapter out of the game that I go and I spoil for myself, and then I can't have a genuine reaction for the first part, and I didn't get to share it with everyone. So I don't know. Because I know, take for example games like Scarlet Nexus and Code Vein. Two games that I absolutely love. But you play through like a pretty sizable chunk in the demo. It's a really sizable chunk. I think you play through 1 or 2 chapters in Code Vein. I think you play through like 2 or 3 chapters in Scarlet Nexus, which is a pretty sizable chunk. You get to learn quite a bit in those first couple chapters, so since that feeds over directly into it carries over progress. I don't know if depersonalization carries over progress with the demo, but regardless, I'd hate to have something spoiled for me and, you know, not get to share that experience with everyone. So I'll keep looking at it. I'll keep on trying to determine what everything is on that. And then also another thing that I've been doing, I don't know, I'd be scared to do this, but I feel like mentioning it anyway. Is specifically over the last couple days, I've decided to finally try out VR chat. It's something that I've seen for a long time, but my introverted self here. Yeah, that's about the reaction I expected. It's about the reaction that a couple other people gave me, actually. Oh, you know what I could probably do? Hold on. It's a game 1/2, yeah. I don't know, there's some interesting people I talked to and some interesting worlds I saw. I don't know, if I ever decide to do something like a just chatting stream or whatever, where I do the whole stream is just like hanging out and talking to people. I don't know. Along the lines of my friends are like, oh, let's go hang out and do something, and you could stream it too. I don't think they'll ever say that, but you know, it's a possibility technically. You know, there's a couple of worlds that I found and stuff like that where I'm like, oh, this is actually really cool. You know, I found worlds out of games. I found worlds that are just really cool and relaxing, and I don't know, it's a cool little area. I don't have VR, I don't have full body tracking or anything. You can see that here, you know. The only thing that is tracking is just my face. But it's still cool enough to sit there on desktop, mouse and keyboard. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely a gamble. Public worlds are definitely not where I would go. You know, nothing quite like hopping into a public world and seeing someone who's, you know, blasting bass boosted audio and racial slurs and stuff like that, only for them to disappear 5 seconds later because they get banned and kicked and stuff like that. Yeah. Playing offline, that's not so bad. You deal with it, whatever. But playing online on stream, yeah, no, that would cause some trouble. So yeah, it's something where I'm like, I don't know. I've seen some streamers pull it off, and it works really, really well. Not doing public worlds, but like doing just like a party with friends or whatever, or viewers even, having private meetups and stuff like that. Just days where they all meet together. It's only people who have established themselves as frequent viewers and stuff like that. I don't know, it's something that's out there. I just wanted to say that I've tested it, because I had some interesting interactions, specifically earlier today, when I decided to mess around a little bit. I don't have this model in there, I'll say that. I just kind of chose whatever free model was there, and my voice was quite a shock to some people. I don't think I have the lowest voice in the world, but choosing a little chibi because it says it's optimized and it will run well can shock some people, apparently. Walk up to someone looking like Master Chief, and they go, hello. I say hello back. They go, oh, that's not the voice I expected coming out of there. I don't know, I think it's funny. I don't know, I just figured I'd say some of that because it's there, it's on my mind of stuff that I could possibly do. But yeah, the big ones are the couple of games that I have lined up. Stuff like Lobotomy Corp, stuff like Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and of course, Mystery Project 3. Which I think I hinted at before, exactly kind of what it is, but I didn't hint exactly what it is. I hinted at more the platform it's on. Let's see. I know there's some games coming out. I know there are some games. Let's see. I know Fire Emblem Engage is coming out. That's coming out in January. That's coming out real heckin' soon. Let's see. What else is coming out? Oh, you know what? Actually, there's one more game. I just went and I looked at like my Steam. There is another game. It's a visual novel that I'm wondering how I would do it, but I think it's really, really cool. I'm still checking stuff on whether or not it's allowed to be streamed. I was actually introduced to it by someone else streaming, and I went and I got it myself because I thought it was really, really cool from the little bit that I saw. And I was still learning Japanese at the time, so I didn't fully follow as well. But, you know, I wanted to check it out myself, and I got it myself, and it's amazing. Absolutely beautiful. And it's an indie title. So if I can show that off, I think that'd be really, really cool. Hello, bot. How are you doing? I give you 10 seconds until I wipe you off the face of this planet. Do you have anything to say for yourself? I give you the stand. You have my full attention. You are human. Speak now, or be banned. I have seen no response. Prepare to be deleted. Bonk. There's that. And then there's this. It is a spam, scam, and bot. All of the above. Would also like to recommend 2 games. Oh. Include timestamp. What's 6, about 30 seconds in, sure. And then there we go. That's a report. And given the speed at which other reports, which I've gotten that exact same copy-pasted message, they will be gone in about 10-15 minutes. I'd like to recommend 2 games, Triangle Strategy and Astral Chain. I have played Triangle Strategy. You can actually see the full extent of the VODs on my YouTube channel. I have fully played that on stream. Oh, sweet, yeah. I will say, my experience with it was mixed. It was a very, very mixed. There are some parts I really, really liked, and some parts I really, really didn't like. I definitely spoke out a lot about my gripes on it. I will say that. Because the parts where I liked, they were pretty darn good, but the parts where I didn't like, I got really frustrated them really, really quickly. And that's partially just due to the way my brain works. My brain works a lot with pattern finding. I work a lot with pattern recognition and stuff like that. And there are certain hidden mechanics that are explained, and they make it so nothing has a pattern. And I have. Do I still even have it? Actually, hold on. No, I don't have it anymore. Because I think I got frustrated and I deleted it. But I had a... there was a point in time where in order to find patterns, I went and I recorded every single stat used in every single combat for the past 12 hours of gameplay. And I could not find patterns. It was rough. I literally built I built a program to go and take this spreadsheet in Python and use a linear descent algorithm to try and find how in the world these different stats go and affect things. And it's inconsistent. It's not consistent, which really frustrated me. Eventually, I had some help from data miners and stuff like that on the internet. Everyone told me why I couldn't find anything consistent, but basically, if you go and watch that, be prepared for me to gripe with things. I will shout my praises of it. I think there is a ton of stuff that's really, really cool about that game that you don't see in many others, and I think it was really cool to go and experience that. But there are also some things in that game that are real rough. Granted, I play it on hard mode, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. I guess there's my massive warning for watching that. Astral Chain. That's a good game. Maybe I should. I could add that one to the list. I could add that one to the list. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I could add that one to the list. Oh gosh, I don't think I've ever even went and replayed it. I think I played it through to the end. I did a decent chunk of the post-game stuff. I don't know if I actually even finished the post-game stuff, actually. I don't know if I finished the post-game stuff. Yeah, I can add that one to the list. I haven't played that on stream. That's a good idea. Let's see, was there anything else that I was like, oh yeah, I need to go and talk about that. I want to talk about that. Talk about that, talk about that, talk about that. Touched on that. I think that's about it. Can't think of anything else. I was like, oh yeah, I want to talk about that. I covered just about everything. So let's see, our list of games now, our list of games. I guess I'll say that one more time just to keep it all track of it all. So I got Secret Project, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, or TMS, Sharp FE, Encore. It's a long freaking name. Certain visual novel. I'm really excited to see if they actually will allow me to stream it. Again, I haven't found anything saying that it's restricting it, but you know, I'd rather get an A-OK than have nothing there at all saying I can or can't. Depersonalization. Again, I have the demo. Still debating whether or not to play that on stream. And then I'll add Astral Chain to that list. And then, of course, far, far in the future, maybe not that far, it's January, Fire Emblem Engage comes out. And I will definitely be playing that on release, the day of. Not a chance in the world I miss that. If I miss that, then, oh boy. It probably means I am really not feeling good. If I can't play Fire Emblem, then I know that something is wrong. Oh yeah. Yeah, so we got quite a hefty game list here. Yeah. I like that. I like the look of that. I like the sound of all those. Yeah. Okay, though. I think it's about time for me to go ahead and sign off. So much stuff coming out in February. That too, yeah. Limbus Company. Actually, that's the only one I can know that I can think of off the top of my head that's coming out in February. I do remember there's quite a few other ones that I've been looking at, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. I know Limbus Company is prepared for February. What else was there? Octopath Traveler 2, yes, that's right. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to play that. Hopefully I can. I did play Octopath Traveler to completion on my stream. But you can't find most of those VODs because Square Enix outsourced a lot of the battles, a lot of like battle music and ambient music and stuff like that. So while some of the themes aren't copyright restricted, a lot of them are. And it's a shame because I have like half of that series privated. Probably more than half. I think there's like only a couple of videos here or there of various different pieces kind of scattered that haven't gotten restricted. It's real sad. It's a really beautiful game. There's a reason they're making a second one. There's a reason when they made a mobile one as well. It's a good game. I forgot about Octopath Traveler 2 was coming out in February. Oh my gosh. Breath of the Wild 2, or was it Tears of the Kingdom? That's supposed to be coming out soon as well, isn't it? Is that January or is that February? I remember it's supposed to be like Q1 or something like that, right? All I have to do is type in TEAR and then it shows up. Oh no, it's scheduled for May. Whoop, nope, never mind. Never mind, that's not coming out anytime soon. Oh, actually, that times really well with something that is completely and utterly not related to stream. So don't worry about it. But that times really well with something else. Oh man, I'll have to tell him about that. I don't know if I've told him about that. Do I remember? Okay, never mind. That's for future me and future buddy who is not presently here, both physically and digitally. I will have to tell him about that later. I don't know if I ever told him the upcoming date for that. He's currently not able to go and check it. Okay, whatever. Again, future stuff. Here and now. Brain. Focus. Oh my gosh, my brain is so scattered now. What have I done? Yep, nope, I have completely lost train of thought. Oh, right, yes. I am out of time. I should be wrapping up soon. I'm going to annoy people if I keep on talking this loud. Okay, let's go ahead and hop on over. And do that. There we go. Yeah. Ton of cool stuff coming out. I don't have the list presently on me. Really hope to get with them music teachers for Octopath Traveler 2. Yes. Oh my gosh. Again, I just really hope they allow that to be played. I'm gonna be so sad if I get copyright struck for trying to play it on stream. Because Square Enix, literally their content creation rules are, yeah, sure, as long as you got it after the official worldwide release date or whatever. I can't remember the exact wording. It's as long as you get it past your official release date, on or past it, you are allowed to play it on stream. Just note that anything like outsourced music is up to the copyright discretion, or up to the discretion of their own individual copyright holders or something along those lines. So it means you can play Square Enix games, but music and stuff like that can be a little bit rough. Take, for example, like the Guardians of the Galaxy game. I think that was Square Enix. You're allowed to play that, but they had to add in a streamer mode because, surprise, surprise, Marvel's music is copyright. So I really, really sincerely hope that, one, yes, we get more music trailers, but two, that we're allowed to play it on stream. I'm not just going to go and upload the things by themselves. I'm not going to pirate the darn thing. It'll all be heard within context. It'll all come straight from the game, as the game intends it. And I won't just sit there silently and just let it play. I'm going to be... I'll sit there for like 10, 15 seconds just to hear it. as I do with most games. So I can properly go and let everybody, including myself, appreciate the soundtrack. Because I'm a good little boy. And I follow copyright rules. Or at least I try to. Because I've been bonked a couple times. Fortunately, there was nothing major. They just said, hey. By the way, that's copyright. But I just went, oh, okay, I'll stop. Some of them do say, actually, it's copyright okay. And you just split ad revenue. And I'm like, sure, I guess. I'm not earning anything off of this, but sure. You could get 50% of $0 or whatever. Sure. 0 divided by 2 is still 0, so okay. Yeah. Okay, though. I've rambled on for long enough. There is clearly still a lot more to do in Arknights. But today is not going to be a day where we go and do all of it. Unfortunately. I wanted to show off the stationary security service. And I wanted to show off Athenian Echoes. That's what it's called. Hopefully I got the right name. Which we did get to show off a little bit of both. I think due to technical mishaps, we ended up seeing a little bit more of the stationary security service. Stuff on modules a bit more, but it is what it is. And I guess I don't know fully the run time for the event. Of course, I am still on vacation. I'm still out and about, spending time with family, doing vacation things. So, streaming will still be spotty for a little bit. The event is running for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Okay. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I'll try not to spoil myself on any of it. I'll try not to do anything off stream unless I recognize that I'm not going to be able to go and complete the event in time on stream. So I'll keep an eye on time and we'll see what we can do. But for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Catch you next time? Yeah, catch you next time. Thank you for coming out. I know this was kind of a spontaneous little thing where I was like, oh, you know what? I got a free evening. Go ahead and... Yeah, I really appreciate you coming out. And I know it's a different time. I did shift time zones, so I do really appreciate you coming out. Oh, I really do. To anyone who may be lurking in the background, or possibly watching this as a VOD, I thank you as well for coming out. And if you enjoyed what you saw today, feel free to leave a follow. It's a nice and easy way to say, hey, I like what you're doing, give it good work. It is also a nice and easy way to get notifications, so if you're interested in catching any more of my streams, you want to catch things right as they go live, you won't have to worry about missing a thing. Leave a follow on Twitch or Twitter. Notifications get sent out through both of those. And if you're interested in checking out some of my past content, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, where I have all of my VODs uploaded. And the occasional YouTube short, so you can check out random little highlights of different streams, or a whole entire stream itself. Regardless of how you choose to show your support though, it all means a lot to me, and I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time happens to be wherever you are. And I hope to see you all again later. And if I don't happen to stream before the new year, I hope you have a wonderful new year as well.